Wait,
Hello,
hold on.
everyone, and welcome back to the Balance Podcast. It's been a bit. The Crusade Challenge took a lot longer than I expected it to. Thank you for that, Trunko.
I tried to get in. You just it took a week for us schedules to line up.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, in any case,
I love
we've got a lot
finals
of
week.
BTDX stars today. And with that in mind, let's start off with the first one. The BTDX Ice Monkey.
Okay, my specialty. Alright, so
Yeah,
let's
so
see.
the Ice Monkey starts off with probably one of the better tier 0 moves, being Ice Aura, which freezes two foes for one turn and inflicts frostbite against foes that are immune to immobilization.
Hmm.
It's theoretically one of the ones that's actually kind of untossed, but at the same time, in formats where you can freeze people well consistently, usually you won't be fighting against two foes, and in formats where there are more than two foes a lot of the time, chances are at least one of them can't be frozen. So in practice, it ends up not being as great. But, it's a tier 0 move. It gets better.
Yeah.
So, let's start off with the Enhanced Freeze. Icear now hits up to 4 foes. Basically, freezes the summoned army pretty nicely, actually. And then you have Permafrost, which makes it so when Frozen or Frostbite wears off, the target receives speed down for 2 turns. Not winning any awards, but might be nice in PvP.
Yeah.
So, on the left path, the Ice Monkey learns Snowball throw, which deals 1 ice damage and inflicts Snowbound for 1 turn.
Yeah.
And you can use this up to 3 times in a turn at once to increase the Snowbound duration, essentially. Snowbound is a bit of a
That's
wacky
one that does
status,
damage
but
over time, right?
it's DOT and also it basically DOT
Negative
plus jolted.
priority.
Yeah. Still, where do we move? Where do we put you? Hold on. Oh, right. This is take.
You
Wait,
good?
why is this one in here, not in like
Oh, I see now.
movement denying? I feel like movement denying fits
It's
snowbound better.
because it's.
Wait, so
I don't
what
know.
category is it in? Can you
It's
go
in
I
slightly
think
up?
it
negating,
should be in
which
damaging, but like
So how is this a
for like
negating status? Can
speed
someone tell
boosting.
me?
I don't know. This should probably be in should should probably
This
be
feels
in
like
either
a
movement
mobilization.
denying or damaging or something. Maybe even speed down. Point is not
I
negating.
vote for
Yeah.
I vote for damaging or speed down
Yeah.
because why
Where's
who put
Jolted?
it
I feel like
there?
Jolted is the one this is the closest to. Jolted is in movement denying, so
It's
probably move
in
this
movement
there.
denying, but I feel like it shouldn't be. I don't
Yeah,
like
this
Jolted
is
being there.
Snowbound is Jolted with plus DOT, so yeah.
Oh, fine.
Alright, let me just fix this up real fast. Yeah. Give me a second here. There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I don't care. This is just easy.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm now that Pencil's added like tags to the character file sheet, I'm
Uh,
just gonna go through and like add them for every character we cover, just for convenience.
have fun with that. There we go. Anyways, Snowbound Cannon increases snowball throw to 3 damage. Pretty good considering the low FP cost for that thing and how many times you can use it at once.
Yeah, that is a 3, 6, 7,
3x3
8.
plus
12
snowbound for 3
damage.
turns for 9 FP.
Yeah. 9 damage and 3 turns of snowbound.
Anyways, and then you have Freeze Flame Overload with the Freezer Burn Cannon. For the
Wait
next
till the
3
freeze
turns,
point out with you.
for the next 3 turns, Snowball Throw gains +1 power, deals fire and ice down, and inflicts Freezer Scald instead of Snowbound, and can fire up to 5 snowballs at once. 3-turn cooldown after this wears off.
Oh. Wait, so for starters, how much FP does it cost for the extra 2 snowballs you can fire?
Uh, it'd be +3 for each of them, so yeah.
Oh. So for 15 FP, you can get a good
It would be
20 damage.
4x5 plus Freezer Scald for 5 turns. Let me pull up Freeze Scout. I forgot what exactly it does. You can only move every other turn, and you take 2 damage per turn. Removed if restore HP. Okay, so it's slow plus burn.
I mean, it's
Okay.
not that good, but like 20 damage pent attack.
Yeah. And you get this for 3 turns. Just you know, you might this one you might actually run out of FP. Do it. But hey, who cares? You got the 4x5 attack. Anyways, on the middle path, you got Arctic Wind, which inflicts speed down on all foes forever.
So
And
imagine this for all.
yeah.
No one
Polar
gets to move
Winds.
first but me.
Polar Winds now gives everyone Frostbite instead of speed down, which specifically means they also get -1 def on top of the speed down.
Everyone suffers but me.
Yeah. And then finally, Absolute Zero. Ice Aura now inflicts permafrost instead of frozen and can freeze bosses for 1 turn. And it bypasses all
Permafrost
immunities
is
except
just
for the
meta
Sunlight
frozen enemy.
Claws.
But they probably back to the free fall example. They basically just kind of sentenced 2 people to death with the permafrost.
Yeah, permafrost is nasty. Actually, also it's 4 people to death because Enhanced Freeze makes Ice Aura hit 4 foes.
Yeah. Actually, you
Oh
could probably
boy,
just
so you
free the
just get to
entire
kill
board
them
by
for
that
FP.
point. There's no way
Pretty
in
much,
hell
yeah.
there's only
The
more
main
than
thing is just that Ice Monkey does not do that much damage, especially at least not in this path, because Ice Aura does not do damage except for the Freeze Shatter.
Alright, so here's what I'm considering. You find a way to snipe as much kills as you reasonably can to get souls that actually help you do damage.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll find a way.
yeah,
And also
probably.
Monopoly
You
card.
can make it work. Besides, they're not moving forever. You know. Yeah.
Kill
Yeah.
Anyways,
people specifically through freeze shattering.
Shattering Freeze. Ice Aura now inflicts a special variation of Frostbite, in addition to Frozen if present, which drops the foe's def by 3 instead of 1. However, Frostbite will be linked to Frozen if both are present, and will remove Frozen once triggered. Frozen still does 1 damage when this happens. So basically,
Most
Ice Aura
people
now
are
inflicts -3 def.
amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Ice Shards. When Frostbite from this tower is triggered, Ice Shards will fly in all directions, dealing 1 stealing ice damage 3 times to foes adjacent in a turn order. This can even triggers other foes' Frostbite, leading to some devastating chain reactions. The Ice Shards use Ice Monkey's power stat at the time Frostbite Knight was originally inflicted.
Ooh.
So, yeah, Ice Shards are pretty funny, I would say.
Yeah, that
And bear in
is
mind, since on this path, you also have the Shattering Freeze, which is -3 def. So, say you hit 2 people with Ice Aura, you punch one of them with the Ice Shards. The other one is suddenly taking 4x3 scaling, thanks to that -3 def.
oh, this is including the death down too.
Yeah,
All of a
Oh boy.
sudden, this guy can do
thanks to the
damage.
chain reactions. Anyways, finally we have Ice Storm. Snowstorm inflicts permafrost on all foes for 1 turn, which is linked to a special -5 def version of Frostbite. If the foe is immune to permafrost, just gives them the Frostbite. 4-turn cooldown after all instances of Frostbite are broken.
So is the -5 depth frostbite just gonna stick there until you actually use it?
Yeah, pretty much. At least on the
That's essentially just
mobilization immune
minus.
version. I think on the regular version, it would probably just be for the turn since permafrost, but just have someone else hit him.
Yeah, that's really effective.
Yeah, -5 def is nasty.
Yeah.
And
So
then
what
we
do
have
we have
Spell,
for the
which
alt?
does its usual things. And then we have the alt path. Ice Magic. Deals 3 ice damage to a foe and freezes them for 2 turns. Frostbite for 3 turns of immune. And deals 1 ice damage to and freezes for 1 turn. Foes adjacent to the main target in the turn order. If the foe is already frozen, deals 2 plus 2 damage. It doesn't refresh the freeze timer.
Huh.
Pretty solid, I would
It
say.
seems neat.
But it's a little on the pricier side compared to some of them, at least in terms of FP. But then you have the Blizzard Wizard, which creates Icy Pop Zone after hitting, dealing 5 ice damage to the main target 5 times of the initial 3 damage hit, and once dealing ice damage 3 times to the adjacent targets. Can now freeze bosses and pose immune to the mobilization of the main blast, but only for 1 turn.
Oh. Oh, that is extremely potent.
That is
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, for perspective, that's a 6 FP reusable boss stun without a cooldown.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah,
kind of
also
it,
stun, but that's also a
stun
lot
lock
of
and stuff.
damage.
I mean, yeah, but like the stun lock's a single turn.
Yeah. In any case, Polar Vortex. Ice magic now inflicts permafrost instead of frozen and deals 7 ice damage to the main blast. All foes hit all foes are hit instead of just adjacent ones and take 3 damage instead of 1. Additionally, the pop zone now starts at 3 damage and pierces defense. So, this is the win button.
Seems about right.
Just
Eden's
murder
Blessing,
the entire enemy team.
the
I
Everfrost
would say
Ice
argue the
Shard.
Blizzard is a win button too, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's still good, just doesn't quite do as much damage, you see.
entirely fair.
Anyways, Eden's Blessing now lets him freeze bosses for 1 turn, but it only works once for boss. Nice for if you need to get stuff going before you get. Nice for if you want the guy to stop moving before you get to Absolute Zero or Ice Storm or Blizzard Wizard.
Yeah.
By the way, Blizzard Wizard costs more than like any of the tier 5s except for Absolute Zero, but even then only like 10 coins.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out.
I mean,
Anyway.
it's boss stunning.
Yeah. And finally, Final Smash. Ash Frozen Over. Just inflicts permafrost on all foes for 3 turns, bypassing all resistances. Simple,
Yeah,
but
makes
yeah. What more do you want?
more
It's a
permafrost
simple ice
duration.
nuke.
Yep.
Right, so a
Anyways.
main note about Ice Monkey, it takes an extremely long time to get there, but like I do see like 2 separate win buttons here,
Yeah.
which is saying a lot for a control unit.
Ice Monkey is pretty solid, I would say. Just the main thing is just doesn't have a lot of damage on its own. No, and you do have to rely on your allies having some damage, unless you're going left path, and even then you'd probably still want some help.
Yeah, you're gonna need coin support for this. Actually,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Freeze Flame is like a 3rd win button. I just realized that.
Kinda, yeah.
Why are we ranking the control unit high?
This one does its job well, as it turns out.
Yeah. The bloom chipper in the corner.
Yeah, there's a lot of like boss stuns on this one.
I mean, what do you want me to do for the thing that freezes you?
Freeze you harder.
Exactly.
That's what the Blizzard Wizard's for.
I'm hesitating to say S just because Ice does have a bit of a harder time building up than other BTX towers, but I'd say it's definitely at least a solid A.
Like the one argument I can see for S is once again the alt path, since stunning the boss every other turn is an auto win in every single case, unless the boss is good.
Yeah, you know. I would.
We,
Yeah.
we actually probably should check that out after this. That is actually
Yeah, I
kind of
might
concerning.
put a cooldown on boss stun,
Yeah.
at least for the Blizzard Wizard. I might remove it on Polar Vortex, but yeah.
Yeah.
In any case,
So yeah,
I'll just
given
put,
the fact that
I'll
we're
just
probably
put
gonna
Ice in
come
A
back.
because that just feels about right.
Yeah,
Ice
we're
is-
probably coming back to nerf that. So
Yeah. Still, Ice, pretty solid. But pretty cool start, I would say.
okay, everybody, Ben.
Oh
Okay,
my
he
God.
made a stupid pun.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Fry. I believe this is one of Lucas's.
Oh hey, it's me. Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
That
By
is
the
the
way,
last person I'd expect to have the
bad,
name
don't
Fry.
Yeah. Right, so Fry has a separate attack, Eels, which uses in all of her attacks. Fry can have a maximum of 20 eels at a time. Simple enough.
I'll give you 50 eels for this.
He would.
First up, we have Eel's Lullaby. Fry plays her flute, summoning 3 eels to help her fight. Fry can spend up to 6 FP on this move to get more eels, an exchange rate of 1 FP equals 1 eel. If she has no eels when using this, she gets 2 extra on top of that. Alright, Seems like a
Essentially,
decent
eel
source
appeal.
of generation.
The eels.
Let's see here. Next up, we have Eel Downpour. Fry sends her eels raining down on all at once. For every eel used, Fry can do 2 damage to one target, and if she has more, she can spread the hits however she wants. Up to 4 eels can be used in each attack, and it costs FP equal to the amount of eels used. I'm assuming this can't hit the same foe more than once.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Those
great.
that'd be
Then this is
kind of
fine, if not
broken.
a little underwhelming.
Oh wait.
If she can't hit the same foe more than once, then this is actually kind of busted because this becomes a quad attack for
I,
4 FP and 4 eels.
I don't know,
It
man.
is
Eels are
not.
a very expensive resource.
uh,
Do you want me to make this staling on podcast?
yeah, yeah, this definitely should not be hitting the same foe more than once without stealing.
In that case,
He's editing the dock. Get him!
All right. In any case, yeah, that makes it the 2x4 stealing for 4 FP and 4 eels, which is much more reasonable.
Yeah.
In any case, Moray Whirlpool. Ray creates a shield of eels around himself or an ally with as much HP as the amount of eels she uses. Contacting weapon attacker.
bodies both of them.
Right, so anyways, Moray Whirlpool seems particularly good, and it's probably the best use of eels.
Flame is still
8
dead for
HP
me, by
shield
the
for
way.
0 FP, and also it inflicts dizzy on directing weapon attackers, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Wait, is the stream supposed to not be here?
I forgot to restart it after I open up the window again.
There we
Yeah.
go.
There we go.
Anyway,
That's what we've been waiting. That's what it's all about. Woohoo!
right, so, Great Moray Transformation. Fry sends her eels to take a formation. This summons an eel formation with as much HP as there are eels. Anywhere between 5 to 10 eels can be used in this move. It has 4 HP, 4 pounds 0 death by default, but having 9 or 10 eels can make up the formation, gives it 5 pow. The only drawback is its HP can't be healed back, as the eels fly away as soon as the HP is depleted. Power plus speed doesn't work on this because that would be very broken, apparently.
It would, because like that would make it like 6 POW at like most.
What do
So
you mean I can't have a 6 POW summon?
I mean, what else are you gonna do with the power plus P?
I guess.
Anyways, right, so Eel Collar. Fry now gets 1 eel at the end of every turn. She also has a new maximum of 22. Strangely specific, but okay.
Any particular reference here, Lucas boy?
I don't remember if this is a reference. I would have made it 33 if it was a reference, but that would be too much. So,
Anyways, Eel's Lullaby now also gives Fry 4 eels if she only has 1 or less. Eel Food gives her 5 eels instantly, and the second Disaster Consuming Light unleashes her ultimate power as she sends all of her eels to swarm around the field, giving everyone on her side 5 HP Moray Whirlpool shields and dealing 2 damage twice to all opponents. She also calls in more eels afterwards, maxing out her eel counter. If Shiver or Big Man are on the field, their final smashes also activate.
Essentially speaking, if all 3 characters are here, it's a win button.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so a very important question now help determine the ranking of this character. How well would they do in a game of eels and escalators?
Is that like shoots and ladders?
Depends. There's escalators and there's eels, and you can lose if you go down too many eels.
Oh, okay. Well, then Fry like instantly bodies them because she just convinces the eels to not let her go down them.
Ah, okay, I
Uh,
see. Thank you for the information.
let's see. Um, I feel like the character seems decent enough. I feel like Eel Downpour kind of gets the short end of the stick here because like his 2x4 stealing is already 4 FP, and then you also got the eel cost on top of that. But Mori Whirlpool and Great Mori Transformation are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
Noted.
kind of thinking probably thinking like B tier since these two moves are pretty good, but I feel like Eel Downpour,
I
Eel's
agree with
Lullaby is good, fine
B.
enough just for getting Eels back, but then you also got Eel Downpour is not especially great, and then these two moves are good. Basically, what I was thinking is we got two good moves here.
Yeah, I like B tier. It's better than
Cool.
Shiver at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Shiver fans, for what I did to your queen. Also, I don't regret it.
All right. Next up, we've got. As soon as I can find him again. 8-Bit Mario.
Oh shit, Mr. Retro.
Things are about to get a bit retro. So this
Oh my
moveset is probably at least 20% a joke. But if you want to look at it as not a joke, then I guess you could call it an alternate take on Mario.
Only 20%?
Maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
You could also play as 8-Bit Luigi if you want.
Hell yeah.
Right, so 8-Bit Mario can get points. Points by doing things. He gets 100 points for point of damage he deals and takes, and also gets Stum from the question block, and also the warp pipe, and also the goal pole. So yeah,
See?
super jump. It deals 4 damage or lets him dodge 2 attacks aimed at him.
It's super jump.
I'm pretty sure it's the
Much
same
like
as
you with your
base
Mario, it is a pretty solid option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question block. You've got, let's see here. You got the good old coin, which grants 30 coins and 200 points. A mushroom, which heals 5 HP and 1000 points. Fireflower, which deals 3 damage to all foes and gives 1000 points. The superstar, which grants a rainbow for 1 turn and 1000 points. Free stock limit. And a one-up mushroom, which, if used on the turn and ally is defeated, they'll be revived with 25% of their max HP with a 1 stock limit and grants no points.
Can't argue with the revive.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is just like you can use any of them whenever you want.
Yeah.
Like otherwise,
Yeah.
the superstar and one-up mushroom might be ones you don't want to use up right away.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yep.
Hmm.
Next up, got the warp pipe. It's a 5 HP shield, and you can place down 2 at once if you want. For every turn that someone is protected by one of these, 8-Bit Mario gains 200 points. So yeah, it's pretty nice.
Very nice.
It works well.
Next up, you got the goal pole. Grants 100 points for 3 FP, but every 4th use grants 5,000 points. Pretty solid.
It's the best point gain you get. So
Yeah.
it does its dues.
The 100 point version doesn't take up 8-Bit Mario's turn to use. Probably because he did a flagpole glitch.
So
Yeah.
picture a bus stop. A bus travels away from the castle every 10 frames. If Mario gets there before the bus leaves, he gets to the next level quicker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. I need to know. If we can take a look at that fireball for a second, how on earth do you do that?
Oh, I pasted the image onto the dock, and then I chose to move it manually. So you can just drag around with your
I
mouse.
think there's like an option where you can have text appear above or below images.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
been tricky to
for
work
one
with
find the
sometimes,
fact that it
but
just
you
clips.
can't do this kind of thing.
I
It's
find the
still
fact that
effective.
yes.
Anyways,
Yeah.
That Goomba is
point
being
shot.
rapidly hit by a fire.
You got
Poor
the
guy.
mushroom bunch for 5 HP AoE heal, the axe for 8 piercing damage to one foe, a firebar for 5 damage to all enemies and burn for 2 turns. The
Decent.
Goomba, which is 3 Goombas with 5 HP, 2 POW, now and can guard. Green Shell, which is a 6 HP, 2 def shield. A Warp Zone, which like grants 8-Bit Mario and Ally a level up. which even allows you to equip new badges if you upgrade BP. And the Bill Blaster, which it fires a 4-pound bullet bill at any target for 3 turns. These all seem pretty good.
Probably take a little while to get them, but when you do get them,
Yeah, main question is how long it's going to take you to get to these points. Because like Gold Pole takes 4 uses to get the 5k.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only thing.
I mean, I
Not
think
sure how-
Question Block is a pretty good way of getting there.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, just
his
keep
best
getting mushrooms.
actually wait, Mushroom does grant 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, he
mushroom
has
and
that.
Fireflowers. Plus, you could
To
also
be
just
fair,
do and
Firefly
take
is like
damage.
7 FP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also just do and take damage, which, even Mario can do, so. Just like,
And-
the Fireflower deals damage to the enemy team, right? It's like that on top of the 1,000 points with the, say you got 3 foes, you get like 900 from the damage and then 1,000 just from using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. David Mario's got pretty good point gain, I would say.
I suppose it's one thing worth asking. In what world do you ever use the Bill Blaster over the Warp Zone?
That is a. You know what? One thing I should. Yeah, no, that's honestly fair. You can't really argue with the level up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd honestly argue the Firebar is probably better than Bill Blaster.
God.
And the Firebar axe, I'd probably take the axe. It's 4 times cheaper and does damage and think
Yeah,
about
that
it.
is
You have
3/4 of the
8
damage
piercing
you're getting
versus
from
4
Bill
straight on the
Blaster.
delay,
And it's
you go-
piercing.
Yeah,
What if the blaster fired 5 bills instead?
yeah, that might make it worth it.
20 damage over
Case.
5 turns. I mean, I guess I'd.
I mean, it's 20 damage total,
I can't complain with it. I just.
Yeah. Anyway,
Worth mentioning they
first
can throw
round.
like 3 axes for that much damage.
That is
First
true.
round. The more points, the merrier. Paper Mario will store 100 points at the end of each turn. Ruled,
Fair
and
enough,
in the
half the
final
points.
smash, ruled -1. Deals good
Oh,
damage to all
God.
enemies and inflicts waterlock for 5 turns.
Exactly right.
yeah,
It doesn't
you
make
forgot to
drowning.
the effect where it also summons the Caleb and Hut defusion to fight you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Minus Ward is a very strange place ever since the public pool got added in the simulations.
Yeah.
I still
God.
think this should make the enemy drowning.
I would
Yep.
consider.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'm feeling A tier in 8-bit Mario.
Yeah,
I can see a lot of opponent options here. Some,
the
of
point
course,
stop
outshine
gives
the
you
others.
so much stuff to do.
That's on top of his normal moves too.
Yeah.
It just takes a fair bit of point gain
Some
to
moves are
get
fine enough,
there.
but the point stop is definitely one you want to be using this character for.
Yeah.
Like, even with the 3,000 here, that's a lot of piercing damage on one go, and that is a 5 HP AoE heal.
Yeah.
Probably takes a bit to build up, but like there's still good option at the end of it, so it's worth it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is also kind of discluding the 3 piranha plants they can get with the Goombas.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yep. Anyways, next up we got the Monkey Buccaneer, also from BTDX. So,
I forgot
Yeah,
that they were
right.
doing this tag thing.
first
That's
up we got
me.
the Dart
Hi.
Cannon. It deals 2 projectile damage for 2 FP. This is a very
Amazing
worthwhile
deal.
attack.
So I think we need to put it in triple S tier. I don't think we're bypassing this.
Anyways, merchant trading. Grant some 30 coins on the spot. No farms, but you don't necessarily need them.
It is quick cash. I'm not sure how good quick cash is on this character though, given how high the costs are.
Fair enough. But regardless, Grape Shot deals 1 damage to all foes besides the main target, along when you use the dart cannon.
I think that makes it pay its dues immediately.
Yeah,
I think.
there's more foes anyways.
Yeah.
And you got faster shooting, which grants priority and accurate to the dart cannon.
It is good, but it also has the hilarious unintended consequence of making you miss out on any buffs given to you during the turn.
Yeah, priority is funny that way.
Yeah.
On the left path, we have Swashbucklers. Grants the Pirate Summon move, which summons a 5 HP 2-pound Monkey Pirate with a weapon-based base attack that can guard and use items. These
Super
guys are
unplanned.
pretty nice. About on cost.
Yeah.
But it's only 7 coins. In any case, Monkey Pirates. Monkey Pirates gain piercing on their base attack. They also gain a new special move, the Musket Shot, which is a power attack.
Power attack in
And
disguise.
lastly, you have the Pirate Captain, which grants the Buccaneer a new special move, which grants all the Monkey Pirates fast and +1 power for 3 turns. 2-turn cooldown after the effects wear off.
Oh god.
So this is the summoner build.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's pretty nice, I would say. The main thing is you gotta probably have to spend a decent amount of FP for this to start being worth it, just to get enough pirates on the field for it. But yeah, pirates can generate
that
damage
is
for
like.
Buccaneer, so
I feel like it's worth mentioning that there is an unintended consequence to the fact that you can just have an infinite amount of pilots. Friendship plus.
Yeah,
Oh my
I mean,
god.
it's one of those. In theory, it could work. Just good luck actually doing it.
Yeah.
In any case,
I
the
mean,
middle
Wait,
path,
this is 7FP.
you
the
know to
destroyer.
consider the. Oh, sorry.
The dart cannon now fires super fast, hitting its main target and the grape shot targets twice instead of once.
That is a priority accurate dual attack, which also hits the other opponents twice.
Yep.
It's
The
decent.
supreme battleship. The Buccaneer ditches the grapes and just fires huge waves of more powerful darts, making Dart Cannon do 3 damage to all foes twice. 2 FP, mind you.
Okay, dear lord.
Hmm.
And lastly, the aircraft carrier. Each turn, the Buccaneer will passively summon a mini ace. Mini aces have 5 HP, 1 pound, 0 death, are permanent airborne, and deal 1 stealing damage 4 times on their base attack. However, they also automatically disappear after 3 turns pass.
Hey,
The aircraft carrier is pretty good, I would say.
maybe it will.
It's a very strong guy.
If there's any kind of death debuff on the opponent.
It's 480 coins for a reason, but you get the mini aces. Even if you can just most foes just don't have. Sure, the mini aces probably won't attack immediately unless you have Summon Strike. Most foes just don't have a way to deal with them. Can at least not consistently, at least not faster than the aircraft carrier puts them out.
Oh, that is every single turn. Shit.
This is passive.
So about that friendship plus point.
Yeah, the friendship plus would be kind of crack on the aircraft carrier, actually.
I'm remembering now that we actually had to do a summon badge ban with this before. Water candle.
Yeah, water candle and the mini aces, probably a bit much.
Not only that, the top half too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad on the top half.
I mean, to be fair, that is an infinite amount of monkey pilots.
Is that really that big? I still don't see why you're making such a big deal about the no limit on the summon cap. I feel like a lot of summons are like that.
I haven't actually seen it being
I
used.
explicitly mentioned it once, and suddenly it's a big deal.
I never really see that actually get used. I didn't even know that summons could have no summons just came with no cap by default.
I'm just saying, it's just a plant, At least on the swashbuckler upgrade.
Okay, forgive me. It's a property I don't really see, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, actually, one more question about aircraft carrier before we move on. Take booster.
Take booster. No.
Okay.
Anyways, bomb shot. The cannon ship gains a new special move, bomb shot. Which deals 3 fire damage to all foes. I mean,
I do appreciate how
it's
it's
underwhelming compared to the Supreme Battleship, but that's not really what you want to get this upgrade for. You're getting it for the harpoon. The Buccaneer launches a harpoon at a foe before pulling them in, insta-killing them. But only if that foe happens to be a summoner or shield. This is accurate, by the way.
Rebellion Shield better watch his back.
And then the MOAB takedown. The Pirate's Hook. The Buccaneer launches a massive harpoon at a single foe, attempting to pull them in. This will work instantly on foes below 10 HP, and for every 10 HP the foe still has, this takes 1 additional turn. 10 HP equals 1 turn for a pull, 20 HP is 2 turns, etc. The move does not work at all if the foe has more than 50 HP remaining. If the Buccaneer takes 50% of his max HP or more damage, or dies, before he can pull them in, the foe is released and nothing happens. If he does though, they get insta-killed. Even works on bosses. 4-turn cooldown after a successful hook in or release.
Okay, so I think it's a safe assumption that this thing is
count
probably
as an
one of the most
alternate
powerful moves of the simulations for various reasons.
Yeah, just casually hook them in.
Any good support with their snuff basically just makes this thing a GG's immediately.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, healing the Buccaneer will not make this go faster, but shielding it will not, or won't make it go fast. But like he'll still take the damage. You see, the
But,
healing
like,
doesn't revert that part of it.
what I'm saying is, like, shields and slash are just giving the thing rainbow.
Yeah, and yeah, you can definitely do some funny things. Just the boss is either has to be at pretty low HP already, or you're gonna need some really good supports because the boss is gonna go full throttle on you once you pull out the pirate hook.
It's for the funny, okay? Trust me.
Any case, Alt Path, Dreadnought. Dark Cannon now fires flaming hot red and deals +1 fire damage to both the main shot and the grape shot, and changes its element to fire. You can also summon Pyro Pirates, which are piranha plants spelled with fire.
Clearly the best. Best upgrade ever.
And then
Okay, but
Ghost
actually,
Ship, where the Buccaneer performs an action, the souls of the popped are launched from the ship, dealing 3 fire damage to a foe. Pyro Pirates now inflict proper burn with their attacks.
Yeah, that is pretty well done.
And lastly, the Ghost Ship. In addition to whenever the Buccaneer performs an action, Souls of the Pop also drift towards the ship at the end of every turn and do 4 fire damage. Pyro Pirates now hit 3 foes at once with their attacks, and the Dark Cannon also deals 6 fire damage to its main target and 4 fire damage to all other foes.
So the souls of the pop will be doing 7 damage per turn to every target you hit.
If you really
This
want
is
to
a
turn,
long.
yeah.
This is alongside the upgraded Dark Cannon and the fact that your pirates are now hitting multiple people on the field.
Yeah.
This is a pretty efficient
And
swing,
ironically, this
I'd
costs
say.
more than the insta-kill.
Yeah.
Good.
That's a lot of
So
damage.
anyway,
Anyways,
Anyways.
Wave Maker. Inflicts waterlogged on a foe for 3 turns. Simple enough.
Yeah.
And lastly, Knave Arc of the Seas. The Buccaneer
So-
unleashes a
so-
powerful mechanical claw and sensitive foe. I like the Pirate's Hook ability with no HP cap and only increasing the turns needed every 15 HP instead of every 10. Used via the FS meter, just uses the standard Pirate Hook.
so okay, about the one downside of Pirate's Hook where you have to wait until a certain HP range. This takes like probably a very long time to actually pull off the insta kill, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying the boss is gonna be at phase 1 when you do this.
Yeah, and you're also gonna need to wait for like 5 turns probably before it'll actually kill them. And mind you, the boss is gonna be gunning you down on once they realize that, oh hey, this guy's gonna kill me.
I'm just saying this is a very effective way of ending fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
So yeah, Buccaneer, pretty funny.
Maybe a little bit. I would argue the Final Smash alone is probably going to be one of the better ones in the simulations as a whole. But like, ignoring that for a second.
I mean, Final Smash is interesting because like I feel like it seems really good on paper, but I feel like in practice it's not quite as strong as it seems. Like most times especially if the boss can, like, say you got like 30 HP, the boss only has to do 15 damage to you to take it down, and if they have 100 HP, well, you're gonna be waiting for like 6 turns before you can actually do it. before you can actually kill them. And the boss can do 15 damage in 6 turns. I would hope. Some of them might not, but at that point they probably weren't gonna. But point is, I feel like it's if they can take you down, you kind of just wasted 6 BP right there.
I mean, entirely fair, but like you can see the alternate strategies you can pull with this.
Yeah.
I think this deserves at least
Final
A
smash
tier.
buddies aside, I feel like the main star of the show is definitely the aircraft carrier and the ghost ship.
Yeah, the souls of the pop kind of just murder things very quickly.
Yeah.
And then going up to the aircraft carrier, that is essentially just nuking you the moment all 3 planes just get out.
Yep. You could theoretically slow it down a bit. Theoretically. Yeah, unless you have the preemptive strike, your base. These planes are just gonna keep coming, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one that's definitely an A tier, but do we think it's good enough for S tier?
I'd honestly argue for it. Mostly because most of the tier 5s generally end the game, but like I do feel like this thing does kind of reach that higher power level that you'd see in S.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the
I
left path's a
agree.
bit underwhelming, but middle paths, right path, and alt path are all pretty tracked in their own ways. Right path, debatably so, but the potential's there.
Yeah,
But as much as I built up the left path, then you won't look at literally everything else in the kit.
Yeah, I mean, Pirate Summit is not the plant is not. It's fine, it works, but at the end of the day, it's just a plant. It's not that amazing, even with the morale boost.
I'm just saying, overwhelming is a decent enough strategy.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
it's
feel like the
like
left path
if
takes too
you
much
play
FP to get going. The endless pirates doesn't really mean much if they can't actually afford to get that many out.
I think I know.
Like,
Yeah,
if you play left path, you're essentially playing like an A tier character, but every other path is an S tier character. Because they
yeah,
all have like insta kill up or like win the game options.
yeah,
It's either you nuke the opponent's HP to death, or you just win the game instantly at a certain point.
yeah. There's also the possibility that the opponent just dies before you can actually get to these.
Well, that means you're just doing your job well. What more can you really say?
Yeah. Anyways, next up we have Stop Chef, character Caleb likes using a lot. Or at least did.
Yeah, the one thing I constantly remember about this character is the fact that he brought it to the True Head just to get 11 different meals at the same time.
I shut that down. He has to actually be in the fight at the same time as the other people.
I know, but like I found that absurd.
Yeah, no, Caleb
I wonder
really
how many he
wanted
got.
to get. Caleb has tried to gimmick his way through meta progression multiple times. He wanted 6 orbs from Apocalypse,
6 orbs.
something like that.
The
And I
shit.
told him right away, no. He got 2. We got 1 for ceramic and 1 for tomb, but still.
I mean, geez, go off, I guess. But like, why do you need that many orbs? Your shop is already pretty much perfect.
Anyways,
See, Trunko, I usually tell you not to be worried about meta progression. Caleb's the exception.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so Stop Chef loves to cook and wants to expand his cooking repertoire by finding and cooking from as many recipes as he can. For every all he fights alongside, he'll ask for a recipe from them after battle. To work with Stop Chef's gimmick, the food the recipe is from must require a heat source mix. Doesn't matter what kind of appliance is required, an oven, grill, even a slow cooker, as long as it needs heat to make. So, cook. Stop Chef begins preparing a delicious dish. He already has the ingredients in the cookware, so he just has to follow the recipe. These cooks are powerful effective battle, take precious time and close attention to create properly. Stop Chef does most of the work himself, but once he places the food in his respective cooking appliance, he has to wait. He battles while he waits, but he must remember to remove the item himself on time, or else the food becomes burned and turns into a mistake. Each piece of food has a different different amount of time to cook. So make sure to check the list of recipes. Make sure what takes how long. Multiple phases to cook can be in fraction at a time. As long as Stop Chef makes sure to take them all out at a time. One meal's ready. Stop Chef uses up 1 FP for each time to remove all the food all at once. Stop Chef has quite a bit of stuff.
Why are they baking Alaska?
Alright, so you got let's see, you got
I mean,
honey
like,
baked
do we
ham
really care
for
about
3 FP
Alaska?
and savory, or almond milk with savory, sorry. Rum cake for 7 HP plus tipsy. Super spicy curry for 15 damage plus burn, but also inflicts burn on yourself or an ally. Or no, 15 damage, but the burn is on yourself or an ally. Yeah, 15 damage is good. Item booster only raises damage to 20, by the way, and it also increases the burn damage, because we didn't need the dual gun incident again.
This is essentially the Metopia like chef attack where he feeds you hot food and you breathe fire.
Wait, hold on. Let me go dig up the image. I heard dual gun. I hear
Yes,
it.
we'll see what image this is now.
Yeah, anyways. Yep, there it is.
I'm wowing.
Mario.
I'm gonna win. Shoots the guns twice.
Anyways, Baked Alaska, 4 HP and +2 refrigerate for 3 turns. Colorful Cake, 3 HP and Sugar Rush for 5 turns. Shakshuka, removes all negative stasis and grants immune for 3 turns. Fruit Cake, stores 5 HP and grants HP and FP region for 4 turns each. Magician's Top Hat Soup, heals 8 FP and grants +2 status for 3 turns. General Beef Steak, heals 4 HP and grants 2 stacks of Hot Streak. Stacks not be knocked off on the same turn they're given. Boiled Water, grants Grudge and Super FP region for 3 turns each, and if used on enemy, inflicts Boiled and Waterlogged for 4 turns each.
This implies that you're literally just drinking boiled water during the fight.
That's
amazing.
right. Isaac knows nothing else other than how to boil water. I know this because Merrick told me.
Seafood Pizza heals 3 HP 6 times, spread between your team however you like. For each slice given, also inflicts a turn of putrid.
You know, I just realized the boiling water description. Apparently, you're supposed to microwave a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
I have many questions.
In any case,
Those are Merrick's,
Helmet
not mine.
Head Ramen, steals 5 HP and 5 FP and grants +5 armored for 2 turns. Shelfie Tea grants anticipation and counter for 2 turns each. And that's it. Dear Lord.
That's it.
Anticipation encounter is like a lot of base attacks. Holy shit.
Yeah, anticipation is a very funny status.
LK's favorite status, honestly. I've seen
Yeah.
him really enjoy what I've done with it.
Yes, the quicksands incident. Anyways, clock boost. Inflicts overtime on someone for 3 turns. Statuses, time with the badges, tick down twice fast, and trigger twice at the end of each turn. Any status that increases the amount of time status tick down in a turn also affects Stop Chef's cooking timer. However, food cannot skip being ready to remove. That would be cruel.
God.
Yeah, I will note, usually the Rubik stuff from the oven, I don't believe this is usually a huge commitment, but there is one downside, and that's if Stop Chef happens to be immobilized the turn stuff is ready, well, screw you, I guess.
Yeah, I've considered running Armatorts on Papa Louie for like those situations. Since while usually the well done pizza is the best one you can get, there's cases where the boss orders otherwise.
Yeah. Anyways, Spork Knock deals 2 piercing damage and 2 fixed damage. Funny.
Hey.
And
Very
lastly, you have
interesting.
Free Drink. Inflicts cold. Cures on negative status, but inflicts cold for 3 turns. Free Drink will not remove cold inflicted by itself. It's, I'll be honest, cold is such a non-existent downside that this is basically just a cheaper status cure.
Amazing. But okay, if you use the drink on them twice, you give them frostbite. Have you ever considered that?
Wait, but Cold's a negative status, so this would just remove cold and then reapply cold.
No, he did account for that part at least, but it replaced.
Oh.
You get 2 stacks of frost. Basically, the 2 stacks of cold, it turns into frostbite, and the opponent base
I
attacks
didn't
you
read
and it's
that part.
gone.
Wait, okay, we forgot to consider. You could give him another free drink to remove the frostbite.
Also true.
Ooh.
The food drink man, that's crazy.
Anyways, birthright lowers the duration of cooking by 1 turn. Most of these don't take too long to cook, so it works out probably. Anyways, final smash. Top chef his greatest dish. Takes his turn to ready and put it in the oven. It only takes 2 turns. But add those turns around, the ultimate dish is on when you're removed and revealed off. No one knows what it's supposed to be. Not even Top Chef has a proper name for you. Nowhere near the perfection he wants, but still damn delicious. There's enough. Share with the whole team, grinding everyone Omni up for 3 turns. Yeah.
You know, for
I mean,
2-turn charge, I'm not sure on this one.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying, it could probably go with an extra point of Omni.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Also, his blessing gives an extra ingredient to whatever he's just one of the things he's cooking. I'm not gonna go over all of these, but they do things. Some of them are pretty good.
So I do feel it's worth noting as we go into the ranking section of this. Given the fact he gets every single recipe at all times, that is actually kind of an absurd amount of support options this one character gets.
Yeah,
That's definitely
I
a
think
shock
this
to most
character could
kids.
probably stand to have like a limit to how many recipes he can bring. Is there one?
And like normally this probably isn't like a big deal, given the fact that meta progressors usually get like 1 option per fight. But due to how he works, he gets like 3 every time he just shows up somewhere.
Yeah, I think he could probably is like I don't know. Let's say that's like a limit of 10. That's still a lot, but like it would actually limit him now. So yeah.
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 But
It is importantly
anyways, that
counterbalanced
aside,
by having the weight to get it, though. And if you don't take it out on time, you get a mistake.
yeah,
I mean, all Caleb needs to do is keep track, and he just never has to worry about that.
yeah, I feel like for the most part that it's not too big a deal. Just make sure don't get stunned on the turn this happens.
Yeah, I think Stance he's got a very good deal of versatility, and there is the turn limit thing, but it's also pretty cheap. One FP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably say A tier on this character. He also even has clock boost just to speed up the timers if he wants to.
Definitely.
I think
So, yeah.
I'd honestly argue higher just for just how many options he has, but let me just quickly double check what he gets. Okay, nothing too groundbreaking yet, but like he's
Yeah, I feel like most of the stuff is some form of heal HP or heal FP, and generally some miscellaneous status, which a lot of options, just a lot of them are somewhat similar to each other, just by the nature of how the character works.
yeah, I see A tier, but like you should really keep watch of it because this could get extremely volatile extremely quickly.
Yeah. This one is one might want to put a limit on how much he can bring to a fight, just because. Oh yeah, that he does. He does kind of have a lot of stuff now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
13 different dishes, and he gets 3 per fight.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably still not too absurd yet, but definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. Next up, we have the third of the 3 of it's deep cut,
Deep
right?
cut.
Yeah. Big
Big
man.
man himself.
The best one! I
Let's
love
go.
him. I hope he's the best one. I hope he's like A tier.
Are we ready to post Stingray gifts?
Right. So, first up, we got sure. I don't know how you pronounce it. You got the clones.
Pyrospherus clones? It's
Big
a
man's
weird
first and
word,
splits
but
into
like,
4. Actually, it only looks like he's 4 manta rays now. Only one of them is the real one. Big Man becomes submerged for 3 turns and splits into 4 versions of himself, each with 1/4 of Big Man's HP bar. The real Big Man should be specified by the user when using this move, but it won't be revealed to the opponent until hiding spots.
yeah.
Oh boy, hiding spots. My favorite
As
move
soon
in the
as submerged goes
simulation.
away, Big Man's clone's HP bars reemerge with the off. However, damage taken by the clones is treated as though it didn't happen. Only the real Big Man's damage is taken into account. Here's the goods that the clones are defeated. Speaking of which, defeating incorrect clone with a contact attack makes it explode, dealing 6 damage to the attacker. There's a catch to this though.
Oh.
Attacking the real big man targets him for as long as the merge lasts, allowing you to focus him down and guess correctly. If the real big man's HP hits 0 in the state, submerge instantly goes away. The clones for HP remerges and big man becomes stunned for 1 turn.
Hold on. So if you
This is
get
my
if
best
if you take the
interpretation of
6 damage every time you kill a fake big man, that is a potentially 18 damage off of a 4 clone move.
Theoretically, yeah, just I feel like submerged only lasts for 3 turns, so I feel like I feel like at some point you just have to give up and just wait for submerged
Yeah.
to run its course.
You have to remember, okay, the simulations is full of gamblers. It is rumored that 99% of gamblers quit before they make it big.
Alternatively,
Oh my God.
just do like a spread attack. That probably puts the big man on blast.
Okay, but that does 18 damage to you.
Well, no, if it doesn't defeat the clones, I don't think they explode. They do have more
Yeah.
than 1 HP as far as I can tell.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a fourth of the total HP he has.
Yeah, so I think that's definitely a major weakness of this move, and probably healthier than just letting him do whatever. Everyone punish
Yeah.
people for guessing
This
wrong.
was obviously the first one I designed of the 3.
Yeah. In any case,
Fair.
this move can't be used if Big Man is already under its effects. All the clones should be listed as Big Man. The clones don't get quadruple the amount of moves Big Man uses. Some badges don't affect the clones, but
That's
normal
not-
badges do, because it technically just extends the Big Man. Also, it hides Big Man's identity easier.
The
Splat bomb.
identity of the big man.
Big Man tosses a splat bomb
Here
at
comes
clone.
Simport
Explode
attack.
next turn, dealing 9 damage. Big Man can move independently of the bomb, but can't do this move until there already is one.
I'm
Simple
90% sure this is just the Inkling Splat Bomb, so...
Yeah, that sounds pretty close anyways. Reef Slide Rush deals 4 damage and grants +2 ink charge. So basically,
All his
it's
other
just a
moves
power
cost a lot
attack
of
with
FP
extra
still.
steps.
I mean, I guess. But, like, also you can use it on other stuff. Like, reduce FP cost.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's one advantage, yeah, and that's the FP costing, because ink charge is kind of funny that way.
Ink charge
Like,
is
you have-
odd.
Like, say you have +3 efficiency. This costs 1 FP and gets you 2 FP back. A power attack wouldn't do that for you.
It's very funny.
Alright, fair. Does this
Also, imagine buff booster.
Huh?
does this also work with buff booster? Curious.
Ink
That was
charge
my
is a
question.
variable buff, so that does mean it's compatible with buff booster, yeah.
Me when I
I don't know why
actually
you-
three
buff
buff
booster.
I don't know
boosters
why
to
you
make
want to
this
run buff booster on this character just for ink charge, but you know.
okay, but consider
Yeah,
okay.
fair enough.
I can get +1 FP every time I use Reef Slide Rush. I am breaking the bank.
Okay, Air Horn. Inflicts aggro and furious for 3 turns, and removes any clones if they are on the field.
This is
That's
a
right.
better
Within the
take,
effects of
I think, of the...
Sheriff's his clones and using Reslide Rush, the big man can choose for an extra 4 FP to have one of his clones repeat the move on an extra target. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I can see it.
it's nice, I guess.
That is a move duplication.
Anyways,
The
yeah.
third disaster consuming light. What the heck?
Big Man unleashes his ultimate power. He submerges permanently, gets 15 soul HP, and also summons for 3 clones who have their own separate HP and FP bars, 15 points each. And they can all base stack, throw splat bombs, and use Reef Slide Rush. To be honest, the real Big Man will be labeled differently, but he won't become targeted if he's hit. Also, if Shiver and
Mega
Fire on the
Guns.
field, their final smash is also activated. Yeah, this one's
And
just the
Mega
best
Gun
of,
would be
best of
crazy.
the 3. No way around it.
Maybe a little bit, but bear in mind that the other 3's final smashes also trigger this.
Yeah.
So if we cook
I'm
3
so
master moves,
sorry.
he can get 3 third disaster consuming lights.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's pretty good, I would say.
But
I
you
mean,
say
permanent submerged is already kinda, holy crap. I mean, you're just immune to projectiles forever.
really good against LK's bosses specifically.
Honestly,
Don't
now that
tell
I
me
think
your
about
bosses
it,
don't use a lot of projectiles.
yeah.
Okay,
Now that I
maybe a
think
little
about it,
bit.
the soul HP part is probably a
Caillou
bit
was
too
contact
much
damage
to
only,
remove
I
that.
think.
Oh, so I can bring Zap Tap to him.
He would get really angry at you if you do.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, big man. Yeah, I think it's definitely just this pretty much just comes down to how good we think Cheris's clones are.
I mean, I'd like to say it's pretty good.
Uh, Wait, hold on. So if you're splitting Big Man's HP into 4, does that mean if you hit the loop? Wait, hold on. What? Oh. Okay,
I
so
think it.
does he have 4 of his life bar while he's targeted?
um,
Say the question again.
So if you're splitting your HP bar into 4, if you get the real Big Man down somehow, would he have the 4th of a life bar while he's targeted? Oh, I see.
I think when you hit him, he immediately like remerges. I don't know.
Okay, I
Oh,
see. He gets stunned. I thought you could
oh
just
yeah.
quick kill Big Man if you catch him off guard here.
yeah, I think what happens is he takes some damage, but also becomes stunned and the effects end early.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like a fourth of
Yeah,
his life
essentially,
bar
you have to
gone.
like actually kill him to. He's also at 1/4 HP, so it's easy to kill him and then get him to be stunned,
And you have to kill him for real.
Okay, okay.
which is the other 3/4 of his health.
Yeah.
Oh, so Spud Attack actually just kind of invalidates this move a bit.
Oh, so I guess you're right. And the AoE actually.
Yeah, as long as you don't kill the big man, you kind of just reveal where he is.
Yeah. That's definitely a bit of a downer on this move.
Yeah, that would have been a
Hot
really
Bomb is
good move
fine.
otherwise.
Leap
Shit.
Slide Rush is fine. Air Horn kind of just
Yeah, given that downside, we're gonna have to rank this character a bit lower.
No.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. Probably B or C tier. Not sure which.
Hmm.
I want to say
Uh,
B tier.
Given the other moves, I mean, I guess if you're not running anything that does have a split attack, the clones can kind of help you out a bit.
I think
I
B
will
is fair.
note Submerge can. I will note these clones do have Submerge, which can probably shut some people down.
Okay,
That
fair.
too.
Some people don't get to play the
Oh yeah, your
game.
AoE has to be a projectile to hit it, so
Or not a projectile.
or I'm contact or weapon. So good luck.
Yeah. I'll
Okay, but
say
what if I
B
get my
tier just
projectiles
because Submerge can
accurate?
definitely
What will
give
you
some
do now,
people.
Mr. Lucas boy?
God.
I have been paying for a second.
Pocket sand. Run away.
Yeah.
God.
All right. So, after Big Man, we have got the Knights.
Deltoon solved. Arky is the
Wait, is this rules code?
Right. So, every
I
battle,
thought it was
an
story.
empty gauge can fill up to 100 points of display at every battle. These are used for powerful skills as well as focus. Every time you attack an enemy with a move that doesn't consume soul, you gain 8 soul to add to the meter. Multi-hits only counts the whole attack, so you don't get 8 soul for each individual hit.
Aww. Anyways, what we got here?
Right, so let's see here. You've got Focus, which for 33 soul and 2 FP heals 6 HP. Vengeful Spear, which for 33 soul and 3 FP, he deals 6 piercing damage and can deal 3 piercing damage to 2 foes.
Hmm.
Old Nail, which is 3 FP for 5 damage, simple enough. Mothman Cloak is fast and speed up for 2 turns for 8 FP. Desolate Dive is 1 turn charge, 6 FP and 66 soul for 5 piercing damage, and then to 1 foe and 2 piercing damage to everyone else.
Debatably, I'm not
underwhelming
sure you
for-
want to use this over Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, seems a little underwhelming for what it is, but yeah.
Maybe a bit.
Anyways, Howling Wraith costs 88 soul and 8 FP to deal 1x3 piercing to all opponents. Funny with POW buffs.
Maybe a little
Oh
bit.
god.
Charmer. The knight has an array of charms which cause various amount of BP to equip. Can swap these charms with the corresponding badge when using this move. Can equip these charms before battle. Okay, this is a little confusing,
here's
but
the
I think
personalized
it's just
badges.
badge swap, kind of.
A little bit.
Stalwart Shell. Every time the knight takes damage, gain invisible at the end of the turn. Well, that's for 1 turn, 3 turn cooldown. Carefree Melody. Nullify every 4th attack. Shining
is
Stone. The knight's
good.
POW spell moves all gain +1 POW when used. I'm assuming this is just any of the soul moves.
Yeah, that's all the soul ones.
Given the 1x3 piercing is a soul move, probably pretty good.
Yeah. It uses soul.
Rubber Fly's Elegy. At full health, attacks hit an extra time. That extra hit dealing half the original damage, but dealing piercing.
The badge art.
Might be neat. Not sure how great it is. It's a perfect badge, but you can heal. Anyways, Fragile
Wait.
Heart.
That is a 3BP perfect badge. What?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
It
it's
does have an
3BP for
extra
well, this is basically boost, but yeah.
I mean,
Or
I
boost
could
or
see it at
double
2BP,
tap,
but like,
actually, but yeah.
not this much.
This. I mean, for what it's worth, I think the equivalent of this in Haywire is also 3BP and Danger, so.
Hmm.
In any case, Fragile Heart. The knight gains 10 more HP added to their total. Badge and its effects break once you take 8 damage. And pay 250 coins to have this badge become unbreakable. Sure, let's make this a coin character, why not?
How are you going to quality, may ask? Then you go down and look at the fragile grade.
Gain 20 coins at the end of each turn. Badge and its
Okay.
effects break once take 10 damage. You can pay 500 coins to have this badge become unbreakable.
So, for perspective,
This is how
folks,
they
that
work in
is
Hollow Knight, by
7
the way.
BP and make this badge permanently active.
Fragile Strength. +2 POW breaks when you take 10 damage and pay 750 coins to have it become unbreakable. This one you might actually want to do that for, if you can get enough coins.
Okay, yeah, that is
Yeah,
basically
that's
just the
deep.
perfect rush you get for a bit longer.
Yeah.
And just swap it out if it's about to break, then bring it back in when you have the money.
Yeah. Soul Catcher. Old Nail instead gains 12 soul instead of the normal 8. Only affects nail moves. So, Old Nail.
Hmm.
And that's pretty much
Just
it, I think.
the old nail.
I think you
Grub
get
Song.
more
Anytime
nail
take
moves
damage,
later.
gain soul equal to half the damage taken. Spell Twister. Reduce the cost of soul moves by 19%.
That is a
Why
utterly
is it
specific
19?
number.
Let me do the math on this one. 33 times 0.71. Yeah, that still doesn't really come out from a round number, does it?
Yeah.
I feel like they might have
Oh no,
meant
it'd be
minus
0.81,
19.
sorry. Yeah, no, that still doesn't help.
I feel like it's
How
probably
much BP
minus
are you
19
spending for
instead of
that?
19%.
It's but that's a lot of these. 3 VP.
That is kind of a lot, honestly, since I don't think you hit any ranges with this.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, you still.
I mean,
I
you
guess.
get the 66 ones a bit earlier, but yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, Heavy Blow. It's 7 damage for 6
That's a
FP.
nail move.
Quick Slash deals 5x2 damage, 11 FP.
Whoa.
Thorns of Agony. When taking damage, gain Spite for the next turn. 3-turn cooldown. Balder Shell. Using the move Focus, gain a 3 HP shield after using the move. Shield stays up after even after using the turn of using Focus. Once destroyed, 3-turn cooldown for dispatch to be effective again. Glowing Moon.
Debatably
You lose
really
10 soul
good.
at the end of each turn. Every 30 soul lost summons a 3 HP 1,000 death hatchlings.
Not sure that's worth it.
Quick Focus gives focus priority. Deep Focus makes Focus now heal 12 HP, but the move also got 8 FP now, and has a 3-turn cooldown. Fluke
It is very
Nest
strong.
turns Vengeful Spirit into Fluke Nest Mayhem, which deals 2x4 piercing scaling damage for 5 FP with the same soul cost as before.
Okay, that actually makes this move worth bringing, I think. Wait,
Yeah.
Vengeful Spirit is the good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit
Flukeness
is
is very
actually
broken
kinda
in
good.
the game.
Oh, it
But
makes it
you know,
even
it's still
better, I
2x.
think.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, since it's just the raw 6. Yeah, raw 6 piercing is better than 2x4 piercing stealing. Huh. I mean, power buffs, I guess, but
Yeah, this character doesn't get any shit. I mean, bring Soul of Goomba, I guess?
yeah. Anyways, Cyclone Slash deals 2x2 damage to all opponents for after 1 turn charge for 5 FP. Good with power buffs, I guess.
Yeah.
Dash Slash. Base attack and gain fast for a turn, 2-turn cooldown. Okay. Great Slash. Charge for 1 turn, then deal 7 piercing damage, cost 4 FP. And lastly, Fury of the Fallen. When in danger, Old Nail Down deals 9 damage. Doesn't change the FP cost. At peril, the damage is now piercing.
So, debatably speaking, I think 2 Power Rushes and HF Murasama just generally tends to be better in this case. It gets 1 less damage, but it does apply to all your other moves.
Yeah.
Though it is worth noting that you do technically have the ability to just swap these out whenever you need, so anything that we do call not that good ends up probably being better in the context that you can just bring it in when you actually need it.
Yeah. Anyways, Birthright is basically just
Wait, you
Happy
forgot
Soul
one,
and
I
also
think.
Soul Plus. And then Final Smash. Lose control of Soul as it spreads wildly around the battlefield. Deals 12 fixed damage to all opponents. You remove Soul mechanics next 3 turns. Soul moves only need FP to be used. Neat.
Yeah.
You did forget Dream Mail.
Didn't slash forgot to because I didn't finish the game, so I just got lazy. Not sure if this is actually part of the kit, but
I think it is.
2 FP and gains 22 soul.
It still doesn't hit any ranges with that 1 efficiency badge.
Yeah.
Magic.
I mean, it's basically just a soul appeal, I guess. Yeah. All right.
Hey.
Right. So, the knight does some funny things with soul.
Yeah,
I feel
despite
like the gimmick
some...
somewhat holds them back a bit here, since a lot of their moves need soul, and I don't feel like any of the charms here really make up for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as good as the 5 damage attack is, you're gonna need a lot more to back it up, and you do not have the soul generation to get things done here, I think.
Yeah. You only get eight soul per attack, which is fine enough, but when you need, especially when if the Dream Nail gets added, that might be something. If the Dream Nail is a thing, this might actually be a legitimate, pretty good thing, just because getting 20 soul is actually pretty solid, considering how much Hollow Knight the Knight needs for all of their attacks. But this kind of just dropped off into its own section, which leads me to believe, and I don't recall seeing this before, which leads me to believe I don't think this is part of the kit officially, at least not yet.
It's tragic.
Yeah. I'm gonna say B tier. There's still some good stuff here, even if it takes a bit to get to some of it, and especially with all these badges, it's kind of a case of, you don't know what this guy's gonna bring.
Yeah.
I
He
just feel
does
like the
have
gimmick
that
kind
going
of
for
holds
him.
him back.
And even then, he does have the ability to swap his badges around if he needs to. But like, I don't think he's winning any rewards regardless.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's definitely.
so next up we got Pentagon.
Yep.
You know, I just haven't seen this game before.
You know. Pentagon, and I mean a Pentagon I'll actually use more than once, I promise.
Okay, I promise this will be the
That
one.
ridiculous to tell the tale.
Yeah, we definitely got another Pentagon, so, yeah.
You know, I think one thing that would be funny, we should hold a Pentagon free-for-all where everybody playing is just Pentagon. Like a different rework.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, that actually would kind of be interesting to see play out. There's a lot of variety
Like
among the
20
Pentagons.
degree to know. It's just, God.
Someone
The
get
fun
pencil
thing is,
online. I wanna see.
and if you're wondering, for those wondering at home, why Pentagon gets all these different tier placements and all the, and what other characters with multiple versions don't, each of these Pentagons is a different person. There's like a billion of these guys.
If you've ever watched Into the Spider-Verse, it's that but with Pentagon.
Yeah. So anyways, 5-star strike. Deals 3 damage and 2 damage. For 1 more FP, can add a third hit, but starts with 0 damage.
Hmm.
Funny enough.
I mean, it's just a shy attack if you have a power buff or something.
Yeah. Frost Snap. Pentagon snaps his fingers, causing an icy chill to run down the foe. This deals 2 projectile piercing ice down and inflicts shiver for 2 turns.
Old.
Let's see here. Next, we got Twist Up. Pentagon whooshes a blast of air at a foe. This deals 2 projectile damage and removes the foe's positive status with the shortest time left. If the foe is
However,
airborne, it deals 3 down and is guaranteed to remove that airborne. If the foe is granted airborne via passive, this disables that passive for 2 turns.
Pentagon gets to join the club with the likes of Captain Falcon.
Chilling Glade. Pentagon clads himself in frost before charging headfirst into a foe. Deals 6 ice damage and makes them glacial for 3 turns, but Pentagon gets -1 power for 2 turns.
From the recoil.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This does have. Wait, I'm not sure how much drawback power does it here, so moving on.
Alright, so, Soul Share. Pentagon shares a bit of its energy with an ally. This recovers 5 SP to them. While this move is equipped, when Pentagon appeals, his move acts as a surrogate appeal badge as long as he has at least one of it. If he already has 3 appeal badges, this cannot make him recover 5 SP.
So, what does this do?
I think this makes it an extra appeal stack if you have less than 3 appeals.
I mean,
So
sure.
basically, you only need to bring 2 appeals if you bring this move.
Oh yeah. By the way, some news. TG now has a hater. If you take a look at podcast text real quick.
God.
Oh, huh.
Oh god.
So this implies that Cappy actually watched the entire 3 hours of Final Bowser.
I can't
I've
wait to see
watched
how they
Cappy
react to
before.
my nearly 3-hour Final Bowser.
Oh jeez. Have fun with that, TG. Anyways, Wide Guard. Pentagon spreads out his shield to cover as much of his game as possible. This priority move makes it so that, for the turn, all damage done via spread attacks is cut in half. But only if Pentagon is one of the targets. This move doesn't protect against anything. If this move doesn't protect against anything, it's put on for 2 turns. Pentagon solo, this move instead cuts damage dealt to him from multi-hits in half, with the same conditional 2-turn cooldown as before.
Very situational.
Yeah. Yeah.
White Guard's funny.
Next up, we have Ubervolt. One of Pentagon's strongest attacks. Pentagon unleashes a burst of energy. This unfortunately deals 2 fixed electric damage to all enemies, but deals 5 piercing electric damage to all foes. It also paralyzes all the enemy team summons for 1 turn. Except for those who are main focus, of course, so probably stuff like, Sun Shape or Decompose Bro or whatever.
I just remembered Decompose Bro's existence.
Yeah. You know.
God.
Anyways, and Magna Blast, 6 FP. Deals 4 projectile damage. If suppose one death, Pentagon gains +1 POW. Opponent has a shield, Pentagon gains infiltrator. Opponent can't be targeted. Pentagon gains cool assisted. Pentagon is currently tired. Pentagon gains critical. You get the idea. Pentagon must deal 4 damage. Any modifiers he has to get to that point, he keeps for the next 2 turns. This can also work in bricks. Target's blackout, Pentagon will gain tired in order to still deal 4 damage. It's all about lining things up. This move will only fail to target as Rainbow, or in the case of boss, is currently untargetable due to having phase-based summon out. Additionally, Pentagon will not gain any statuses to prevent him from taking recoil. For example, if the opponent has contagious, Pentagon will not gain immune. However, if the opponent prevent him using this turn due to debilitate or diffuse on, he will gain accelerated.
Actually, really like this move concept.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat idea. How effective it actually is in practice is debatable, but there's definitely some potential here.
I think the biggest note here is that status interactions cancel some of these out, but if you're doing this on an opponent with courage,
Yeah,
This is
maybe it
essentially
would.
useful for like punishing people who try to defend against you or debuff you.
yeah.
Alternatively, Anarchy courage the opponent.
That too, I guess.
So,
Yeah,
Birthright. All of Pentagon's moves, including base and madness, are all ice-based. This also gives Pentagon unique synergy with a few new moves in Soulstone back. Rally makes the rally move ice-based. Off-guard inflicts glacial for turns equal to the amount of off-guard that would need to be inflicted. Flare automation now inflicts frostbite for 3 turns.
that is
This is just
never
bang.
worth it for 4 FP.
Shield now creates a 4 HP shield with permanent frosty, and that's just worse.
Yeah, there's a lot of notes here.
Makes the ice Revive become an ice sculpture, which gains +2 def and ice-based moves. However, if with a fire-based stack, they'll be killed immediately. Soul of D12, die gains all the differences listed from Soul of Tomb. Soul of the Dark Lord, or slightly alters all the summons. I believe Imp gains. I think Imp gains 1 def and but less HP. Noserock has more def and air type but less HP, and Cumulus now gives soul HP, as airtight, and I don't think it had depth before, so there's that too. I think it heals less though. Anyways, Parasitic Friend. The summoned tentacle now deals ice damage and inflicts frozen instead of ensnared. So basically, it's a slight buff. Just
1 fixed damage.
Yeah. Frozen is funny that way.
Yeah.
Scarlet Sword no longer deals damage, but replaces broken with shattered. Yeah,
And
that's pretty good.
holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel. Text and announcements is replaced by a person you killed is freezed to meet at you.
Freeze to meet you.
Damn puns!
Yeah, I feel like the Birthright generally isn't super great. It might be okay with like off guards, just because Glacial is good with this character because he is an ice character, especially with Birthright. But beyond that, I feel like mostly you could pass up on.
Yeah, I feel like this runs into the same problem as Ice
Quarter. This kid now gets +2 def and airtight to both targets.
Yeah. It's fair dues that Pentagon does not have anything that inflicts Glacial without having to equip off guard. So if he runs into anything that has ice immunities, this kind of just kills him.
That's just not true. Chilling Glaive does.
I am stupid.
It does do recoil kind of recoil to Pentagon, but yeah.
I do not know how I forgot that, but another fair no. Why run off guard then?
Presumably so you don't have to get the -1 power, or also because it's cheaper than 6 FP.
Okay. Forgive my stupidity and my short-term memory.
So I will note, that's kind of it doesn't really list anything about FP costs here, and so I'm assuming it would be the same FP costs.
Seems like it.
It'd be fine enough at the base off guard, but my off guard since this is mine 2 turns of glacial for 2 FP, but kind of gets sucky if you try to go for the super off guard here.
Yeah. You know, I forgot we made charge 1 BP for a second.
Yeah. In any case, Eden's Blessing gives a 6 HP shield that can pass around at the end of each turn for 2 FP from the person who had it last. When destroyed, it gives Gives the wielder Frosty and Refrigerator for 2 turns. Simple enough.
Yeah.
Lastly, 5-star Shooting Stars. Deals 3 piercing damage 5 times spread out if you want, critting on at least 4 other allies, which can include summons. Each one used at their turn to deal 6 piercing damage to a target, resulting in 30 piercing damage. Each of these hits are affected by the user's individual POWs.
So that is Sweetie Rain.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely solid.
I like this one.
Yeah, got some cool stuff here. I feel like this is one. I feel like I'd probably say B tier on this one. I feel like there's some neat stuff. I feel like it doesn't really synergize with itself all too well, besides just ice stuff on the birthright.
Yeah,
I feel like you need to try these tools elsewhere aside from the kit, probably.
Yeah,
it's creative. It's creative.
Yeah.
at the very least,
And
it does
Magna
have a lot more
Blast
options,
mainly
which
because
is
dear
good.
shit if that thing actually finds a good usage. It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
over.
Yeah, that's a really cool move.
Yeah, I mean, a Magna Blast is cool. You know, you got White Guard is like interesting, even if it's probably not all too great. You know, and then you got
Yeah.
funny stuff with 5-star Strike. It's yeah, I'm saying B tier.
Alright.
Yeah, cool stuff. Just you know, not necessarily amazing stuff as far as
Mr.
viability goes.
Game & Watch.
Mr. Game and Watch.
I made this guy in Smash at one point.
Neat.
Alright, so let's see.
So first up, we got Chef. A raise of food would appear out as Game & Watch turns into a chef. Mr. Game Watch can choose to have this move attack in a multitude of ways. However, the first way is in a cycle for balance reasons. Here's how normally Chef works, and how you can use it. Sausage deals 5 damage, pancakes deal 2 damage, and sausages and pancakes deal 2x3 damage. If you're airborne using this option, you can choose which variation of this move to use without a cycle. This is the second option of Chef, or if Game Watch hits you with the pan instead. You can also use it with the pan, just 6 piercing fire damage, but it also resets the state of the cycle and gives this move a 2-turn cooldown.
Yeah. Alright.
Judge. This is the most popular move out of all the moves. Game Watch chooses the fate of his opponent. It's a cycle move which starts at 1 and ends at 9 and cycles back. 1 deals 1 fixed damage, it gives 1 recoil.
Amazing.
2 deals 2
Amazing.
damage. 3 deals 3 piercing damage, and if one has a shield up, it deals plus 2 damage to that shield. 4 deals 4 damage, inflicts bleed for 2 turns. We're actually getting on cost now, almost.
Holy
So
shit.
crazy.
5 deals 5 electric damage, and inflicts paralysis for a turn. Pretty good. 6 deals 6 fire damage. 7 deals 7 damage and heals 3 HP if the move hits. 8 deals 8 ice damage and inflicts frozen for 1 turn. This is really good. And lastly,
Maybe a little
9
bit.
deals 9 fixed accurate damage to a single opponent and pierces through shields.
The one good badge that I can note for this, Cycle Drive to remove the first 3 options.
I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah, just get rid of them.
Definitely.
One
a good
can stay,
investment.
but the other 3 can go.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts off pretty weak, but you get some really strong stuff near the end of the cycle, so yeah.
And
Yeah.
then if you get Cycle Drive.
Yep. Fire. Deals 4 damage and gives Game & Watch airborne for 3 turns. Simple enough. Oil Panic. Use priority, and basically an attack has kind of reflect. Any projectile, items, or other projectile-based attacks can absorb into the can without damaging Game & Watch. The gauge of 3 indicates how many items/attacks need to be inside and finally use them. Yes, multi-hits can count as individual hits for this attack. Once the gauge is full, you can use it whenever you want to attack the opponent. The amount of damage this deals is determined by how much damage you would have taken by all 3. The items/attacks max on you combined. Max of 8 damage can be absorbed. Attacks can automatically reach the max damage, fill up the gauge to 3 for just that one attack.
So assuming that max of 8 damage can be absorbed thing is mainly just the attack you're absorbing at that time, this is potentially a lot of damage.
Yeah, I believe what happens is if you absorb you still absorb the attack. Just the counter caps is 8 damage.
Ah, I see.
Still really good though.
Maybe a little bit. It's the bucket.
Yeah. Let's see here. Judge Master. Pick 5 moves and moves plus automatically up 9 in yours and have these moves in your cycle in any order rather than your normal judge. The move now costs 6 FP.
So, about that point with Cycle Drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
It is
this
missing
shortens it
which-
down to, I believe, this is a 6 cycle, and then you can just use 3 cycle drives to make this a 3 cycle.
Potentially.
Yeah, that is a lot of 9s.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's mind the FP cost, since it is higher now.
Yeah.
Anyways, Game & Watch. Has the taunt as his Eden's Blessing. Inflicts Furious for 3 turns.
I think this is supposed. This looks like a birthright.
Yeah. Final Smash.
It looks.
Mr. Game Watch turns
Eh.
into Octopus for 3 turns. Well, as the Octopus, his HP and FP are doubled, all move damage is increased by 2, and your base stack now deals 8 damage.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a Final Smash, alright?
So, here's my take. Give this thing Chaser.
Oh, God.
Sweet Jesus.
First degree murder?
Yeah. Game & Watch feels like a pretty solid A tier, I would say.
Maybe a little bit.
Mostly because of Judge, I think. But,
I'm just
Oil
saying,
Panic
you're
can also do
lucky
fun
that
things.
thing is specifies that it's for the base attacks, because that's technically a modifier.
I will note Oil Panic is also pretty funny.
Because otherwise, that is basically instant kills with Rage Band, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
One time Rage Band could have had something.
Next up, we got Volley.
Small little guy. You know, this is debatably the best part of from Kirby already, just looking at the first part of this.
The ability.
True.
You choose.
Yeah. In any case,
Literally just
Slip Strike.
any copy ability you want.
Slip Strike is 4 priority damage. Take Flight is 3 stacks of charge. Okay.
I like the
Slam is
description of
6
Take
piercing
Flight.
damage.
Hmm.
Fire Volley is Fire, Electric, Ice. Nice. Try attack. In that order, I assume.
Yeah.
I
Windy
imagine.
Mantle grants permanent airborne as long as the shield is still intact. Oh, it grants a pair of wings that shield Volti from the first hit it receives in any battle, granting permanent airborne as long as the shield is still intact. Single hit will dissipate both the wings and the shield that goes along with it. I see. So it's just nanomachines, but airborne.
They harden in response to physical trauma.
And
It's kinda
then
solid,
Final
actually.
Smash dismisses all buffs in the opponent's size and deals 16 damage spread along all opponents.
Jeez.
I'm assuming this isn't a 16 damage AoE because, good lord.
Good lord, what is happening in there?
But I'm not. This might be a 16 damage. Huh.
God.
Well,
So this
either
character,
way, yeah, this character,
Yeah, only niche I
all of
see
their
is
moves
being
deal
competitive for
damage.
Kirby, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All of the moves are just dealing damage or getting charge.
yeah,
Not
It's-
not not bad, not bad, but
yeah. It's probably like
Very simple.
I'd probably say this is just probably C,
I don't
maybe
think
D
that's a
tier.
tier, because I'm pretty sure you can replicate most of this stuff with badges.
Right. C or D tier?
I'd say D.
and
Fair
goes.
enough.
The stuff they have is still kind of pretty good. There's try attack and piercing
Yeah.
and such.
I mean, fair, but we've given people low ranks even with Tri Attack.
fair, I guess.
The
Yeah.
character design is pretty.
This
pretty
is still better
cool,
than God Tier Fiery, the FU character with the tri-attack.
Yeah. And
But yeah, just you could probably do things just bring 2 stacks of charge at a tri-attack, and you probably have this character's entire game plan.
pretty much.
Still not terrible though. They can
Yeah,
definitely
it's
make things work.
fine,
if you-
it's just kind of
If 4 BP is enough to invalidate your entire game plan with another character, there's probably an issue.
yeah. Oh, on
Okay,
the
another
note,
monkey.
B to the X Monkey Ace.
I sure do wonder what the thumbnail is gonna be.
God.
So yeah, first up we got the Dart Shot, which is 1 AoE damage for 4 FP with a 2-turn cooldown.
Yeah, I think this is the best move ever.
Yeah. Also, the Ace also
It's so
starts with Pineapple
overpowered.
Present, which deals 5 fire damage and 3 fire damage to adjacent foes after a 3-turn delay. Cannot be used
Wait,
while
I have a
Pineapple was
question
still
now.
on the field. Yeah.
So, this technically has 5 special moves, right?
Yep.
And you can only bring 4 per fight unless you're like level 9 or above.
Yep.
So in order to properly function, do you need to have a special move plus?
Not really. You can skip out on Pineapple Present, Supply Drop, or Cell, because Cell is one of the 5 special moves here.
Okay, but what if you skip out on buy?
True.
You can do that. There's nothing stopping you. You will be banned. There are no consequences.
Yippee!
In any case, Supply Drop is same as Snipers, and it gives 60 coins. Things default the turn after it's used.
Probably the better of the coin gens,
Yeah.
given how fast the bombs can be taken down if the opponent realizes they started to exist.
Yep. Anyways, on the note, upgrade. Faster firing gives Dart Shot 1 less turn to cooldown, and the second Pineapple can now be placed if the first one only has 1 turn remaining before blowing up.
Neat.
Penetrating Shot gives Dart Shot Piercing. Move is now on cost. Beware.
Oh my goodness.
Brian, look out!
On the left half, we have the Gatling Gun. Dart Shot now hits 1 target 3 times, with everyone else still getting hit once. Pineapples can now be placed freely, and Dart Shot no longer has a cooldown.
Neat.
And is already very strong.
Yep. And then we
Yeah,
have
that
the
is a
Dogfighter.
1 experience.
The Monkey Ace performs some sick tricks in the game's permanent floaty, aka dodgy projectiles, ignore it. With Dart Shot no longer taking out the Ace's turn, they can still only use it once per turn.
So that is a free pineapple as well as the Dart Shots?
Pretty much,
Okay,
yeah.
not free.
Alongside floaty.
Yeah. And bear in mind, you can also upgrade if that suits your interest.
On the note, Sidewind Race. Flyby. The Ace calls in an ally who flies through all the foes several times with a massive stream of darts and pineapples, dealing 1 piercing damage to all foes 4 times and dropping a pineapple in front of every foe. Since this is an ally ace and not the main guy, it's affected by the ace's badges but not his statuses. 4-turn cooldown.
I mean, I guess you can probably do something with like a power-up badge or something.
Yeah, the main thing was, sometimes you gotta not let them have the +2 power on the quad attack. At least not as easily.
I mean,
But
2
even so,
max
you
power.
still get 1x4 piercing and also a pineapple on everyone. So,
Definitely
reminder
a
that
solid
Ace
move,
does
by the way.
get a cheaper power plus for maxing out the upgrades.
also true.
We ever showed those things on live?
We probably should. I'll show them after we go through all the upgrades here, right? Don't think we have.
Right.
Anyways, never miss darts. The Ace can now target each of its 8 darts independently from one another, which are now accurate. Hits against the same target will scale for obvious reasons.
So very fair note, this is a 1x8 scaling on one target specifically.
Yeah, screw that one guy in particular.
Troll.
Explodey darts. Darts now explode on impact, dealing fire damage. More importantly, however, when they hit a target, foes adjacent to that target take 1 cap fire damage.
Yeah, just deal 8 damage to the people around them too. Why not?
Yeah. And lastly, Spectre. The ace now fires a stream of mini nukes with Dark Shot, eliminating its cooldown and increasing the damage of force dealing to 3, alongside making the explosion damage uncapped.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So let's see
So
how much this
essentially,
does
if
with a
you
full
get
stack of
any
5 charge,
POW,
shall
then
we?
you decimate them.
Right,
Okay, can you do the damage count for having 5 charge when you use the Spectre move?
Right, so 5 charge on the
Death
Spectre
and
move
destruction.
means, if you're targeting one foe in particular with this is 36 damage on that target, and, you have 5 charge, that'd also be 23 damage on the people next to them. Assuming no
First
defense
degree
on
murder.
the people next to them.
First degree murder.
Yeah. If you're paying 600 coins for this, you better get it. You better get to murder them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just a win condition.
Yeah. This is just how the BTDX towers work, man.
Have you learned nothing in the years since Dirt Monkey's inclusion?
No, not
I will
really.
note that the BTX towers, take the first 2 digits, take the numbers in front of the 0 here. That's how much damage it takes to get this upgrade. And mind you, since you have to get all the upgrades in order, this means you do have to get good 110 damage before you can get the Spectre. Assuming no
Yeah.
farming, of course, which, that is a thing you can do. But yeah.
Okay, fair. I just think it's funny that he does that much damage by that point.
Yeah, no, the BTX towers are some of my favorites for that reason.
Yeah, I am an avid BTX enjoyer. I will take confirm with the amount of times I've actually used the towers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who has used them more at this point, but it's probably a toss-up. Probably.
That sounds
Right,
right.
so, Operation Darkstorm. Dart Shot now hits twice and no longer has a cooldown. So it's 1x2 piercing. AoE. Not too shabby. And you
Yeah.
have the Bloom Duster, which gives it 1 more hit.
Oh,
Yeah, this really invalidates that one Hollow Knight move, huh?
Yeah. And then lastly, you have Ground Zero. The Monkey Ace
Oh.
gains a new special move, Tactical Nuke. The Monkey Ace drops a tactical nuke on the field, dealing a whopping 13 fire damage to all foes. Just leave an overflow on shields that normally don't overflow. 5-turn cooldown.
Yeah, that is a pretty effective field clear, probably.
yeah.
So, for reference, Jet has to get his final smash to drop its nuke. All Monkey Ace has to do is spend a boatload of money.
Hell yeah. Capitalism. Let's go.
I love capitalism.
Anyways, you got Cell as usual, and the alt path. ODS Plus. Dart Shot now has a cooldown, and more importantly, it no longer takes up the Ace's turn and costs 1 FP less. Max of 3 uses per turn.
So, put this one into perspective here.
This
Wait,
will
hold on. Does it also hit
cost
twice?
9 FP for a Bloom Duster as compared to just buying the Bloom Duster, but it has a higher potential cap, especially with the Bloom Duster Plus. Dark Shot now hits twice on top of all those previous upgrades. Potentially will damage 6 times per turn, even if you've got the FP for it.
So that would be... Hold on, let me count. 9 FP to do this. And bear in mind that each use is individual, meaning that a Flower Saber drops the cost by 3 overall for this.
Yeah.
Or if you
So,
use
yeah,
Thorn
that's-
Oh
Remnant,
lord.
you win.
And lastly, the Balloon Raker. The second hit of Dart Shot is replaced by ultra powerful lasers that deal 3 piercing electric damage to all foes. So,
Where did they
yeah.
get lasers?
Flame or math. Yeah, the Balloon Raker is basically double damage.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it is
Beat
4
weapon.
AoE damage every time the move is used.
For 3 turns, all pineapples dropped will explode immediately upon use. Probably pretty nice for getting money early on.
Yeah.
And that's
So
the
tell me about
final
the final-
smash. This is a fake play.
And that's it. That's the entire Final Smash. Go home, folks.
Yeah, that's the actual. Alright, so where do we want to rank this guy?
I feel like this one's I once again, this is a debate between A and S tier for me.
Spectre pushes me closer to S tier.
Yeah, Spectre
I
is definitely
agree.
the one.
Yeah, that
Spectre's
whole
definitely
path
my
as a
tier.
whole is honestly game winning. Even had never missed with the right
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah. I will
I can
note
definitely
stealing
see.
damage is one of the ones that, like, if you, I feel like with stealing damage, the amount you get out of each extra hit, it's kind of diminishing returns, you know? Like, I feel like a 1x8 isn't that much better than a 1x6, for instance, but it's still good, you know?
Reminder
Feels
of
like
what
the-
a 1x32 staring has done.
I know that.
Yeah. This feels like the Monkey Buccaneer, except every path is now an S tier character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ace being S tier makes sense, though.
Yeah. The only flaw I see is the fact that you're gonna have to dump one of the moves.
Yeah.
But like,
And, like, even then, you can just dump the pineapple, really. You don't, no, it's just kind of there as a
Yeah.
bonus.
entirely.
You don't really need to use the pineapples if you don't commit to it. They're fun.
Yeah.
Though.
The pineapples only really get upgraded a little bit, and that's even then, it's only on left path that happens, so yeah. I just included them because, you know, he has them in Beat the X. I have no reason not to include it.
Fair, fair.
Anyways, before we move on to the next character,
You know, should really just link the
Oh,
stock onto the.
yeah, I'm probably gonna give the Beat the X stocks well makeovers at some point, you know, upgrade descriptions and whatnot. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, let's take a
Nice.
look at these badges real quick.
Oh, we're doing this now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Monkey Store is
we haven't done this
terrifying.
before, and we may as well do it now. First up, we got the Danger Mega Boost. When you first enter Danger, get a free upgrade. Cannot be re-triggered unless you sell back to Tier 0.
So this could save a lot of money in one go if you know where to use it.
Yeah, the main thing is that
Definitely.
you're generally not quite in control of when you're gonna actually get to proc it. You could accidentally trigger it too early and get the wrong thing, or you might trigger it, or you might just never get into danger. And yeah,
Yeah.
but still,
We
pretty
also got the
solid.
monkey.
The Monkey Store, when in Tier 5, gain access to the normal shop.
Oh
Considering
god.
Beat the X Towers have damage dollars, yeah.
Have you ever heard of MP dice?
I
MP
will
gets
note,
Hey, what's
usually at Tier
that?
5 you've probably won the game already. You probably don't need the normal shop, but hey, it's there if you want it.
Yeah, there is more win more badges here, but that's for later.
Anyways, Road Spikes. For 30 coins, place a set of Road Spikes, which are 3 HP shield to deal 1 piercing, non-fixed damage to direct/weapon attackers. Excess damage overflows to the player behind the spikes. Exploding Pineapple lets you spend 30 coins for the Ace's Pineapple if you want.
But can you upgrade this with the Aces cross pathing?
No, but that only really affected the cooldowns, so this would pretty much ignore those anyways.
Checks out.
Anyways, Ascended Strength. When it's Tier 5, you may spend 300 coins to permanently gain +1 POW. This can be done multiple times, but the price increases by 100 coins each time. If you sell, the POW boost is lost, but the Ascension price will be factored into the sell price.
Realistically, you're not getting that
Defense
much
and
procs.
evasion are the same
but
thing for Def and eBay.
Given the fact that this had to get nerfed, they should probably tell you something about them.
Yeah.
You don't
Tower
want to
boost.
become God.
4FP without
Hope they
losing
haven't
turn,
summoned
gain
a
faster
grizzly
one
bear.
turn. Max 3 usage. Oops.
Debatably not that good.
Huh.
You know,
Debatably.
it's like getting a double move when a move for 4FP. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
to be
pretty
fair,
nice, I would
look at the BP cost for a second.
Yeah. To be fair, ATP meter does exist now, though. Oh. In any case, low tier power. When a tier 2 or below, your special moves gain +1 power. No effect on badge moves, so no cheating with try attack.
Damn it.
Max power. When a tier 5, gain +1 power. Max defense. When tier 5, gain +1 defense. Upgrade hard. When you upgrade, store HP and gain max HP equal to 1/50th of the cost, rounded up. Max HP is lost upon selling.
For a reminder, what was the cost of it? What was the range of this originally? I know this got
This
nerfed.
used to be 110. Then I realized, oh yeah, Spectre costs like 600 coins, and 600 divided by 10 equals plus 60 max HP.
Have
Jam and
fun
Drill
breaking
2.
This was a bit
this.
too much. This is a bit more reasonable, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, max evasion, fun tier 5, dodge every third attack. Pretty nice. Free Dart Monkey. Start the battle with a Dart Monkey with 5 HP, 1 pound, 0 def on the field. Its base attack is replaced by Dart Throw, and has access to the Dart Monkey's upgrades. Share with it, sharing coins with you. When it upgrades, it gains +2 max HP with each upgrade and fully restores its HP. Can use Cell, but will be removed from the field if this is done. Respawns at tier 0 after 6 turns when defeated. Yeah, the free Dart Monkey is pretty good. Just make sure to keep this guy healthy because he doesn't have a lot of HP.
This used to die immediately. Like, you don't get it back if it dies.
Yeah. I
There's
haven't tried this one out yet, but I can definitely see the potency, especially since having 2 tier 5s on the field seems pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah, and mind you, you can upgrade this to the Dirt Ranger to place down even more tier 5s.
Yeah. Instant gratification. Your tower now starts at tier 2. You can probably imagine why this is good.
I
Deflation
can
boost.
imagine why it's
Perhaps.
Damage tolerance is
PvP.
disabled, but your tower starts at tier 3 on a path of your choice. Banned with Super Monkey. We'll get to that. And
I can
lastly,
imagine why
quick
this is
upgrade.
PvP.
Upgrade no longer takes up your turn.
It has uses.
Yeah.
That's 3v2? Oh,
Yeah.
joy.
Deflation boost is the. Oh, wait, hold on. Read the note on deflation boost again, real quick. Yeah, never mind. But there's still a lot of good uses for it.
Yeah. I will note deflation boost is probably best in shorter fights or PvP fights where you're not really gonna get too many coins out of damage dollars anyways. I will
Yeah.
note
Wait,
you are still able to get coins through your other income generation, like the banana trees and whatnot. But
Yeah.
those do tend to be slower than damage dollars, especially when you do have your upgrades going.
While we're at it, though, I feel like it's worth linking back to this conversation.
Oh yeah, basic training. This basic training was a badge that turned the BTX Tower's first special move into their base attack, which on paper seemed fine since most of them were pretty cheap anyways, and the base attack and pathetic and all that. The big problem was flower power. And also Sunny strikes with wilted power and yeah.
Have fun with that.
Huh.
Long story
Sunny is
short,
not beating the
it's a bit-
wilted
It is a bit
accusations.
nasty, and yeah, we decided to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up is TTC Spooky Cake, and I'm gonna refill my drink real quick, so I'll be right back.
So we should totally set up a road spike pile while OK goes to grab his drink.
True. Let's do it.
He's gonna be so stick bugged. Alright, quick, grab the pile.
No, wait. I have a better idea. We set up glue.
Glue.
Yes, glue.
Glue. Are you
And
out
then
of your
we can
mind?
do whatever we want.
Besides, we already got like 5 piles of road spikes down. That should stop him.
Alright, I'm back.
What do you mean it didn't stop him?
Yeah. Alright, so. First up, you got icing on the cake, which it's 1 FP for an icing charge, and also spend 3 FP or 5 FP for 2 or 3 icing charges, respectively.
Pretty neat.
Let's see here. Surprise flavor. Spooky Cake places a 1 HP summon, which is a gift with magnetized. Allies and enemies could potentially hit the summon, and depending on who hits it, it causes interesting after effects. For allies, they get 1 turn of 1 stack of caffeinated, and if you spend 2 icing charges, you can make this mega caffeinated instead. Enemies can instead get 3 turns of shiver, and if you have 2 icing charges attached to it, it gives them 3 turns, gives them white out on top of that. Pretty nasty.
Yeah, it is doesn't the whiteout technically buff the shiver too?
Yep.
It does.
Oh lord.
Yeah, that's basically just hellfire, except ice.
Ice Fire Inferno.
Anyways, cardboard castle. Eh. Spooky Cake sets us a cardboard castle for herself to hide in, granting +5 armored for 2 turns. Others can also get up their turn to hide in the castle and get the same status. For 2 icing charges, Spooky Cake can adjust the armored status, let any extra damage overflow into the opponent. The maximum count is 5 damage to prevent this from being overpowered.
Why would it be overpowered? Let me see this again. I see.
I think the idea is it's like flash freeze, I think.
Oh. This is probably pretty good for like Tricos bosses. For like just a little bit of extra chip.
Yeah. Armored is
Because
generally good in those situations.
bear in mind, there's no cooldown on it.
Yeah.
Not sure why you'd put a cooldown on it, but like, it matters.
Tentacle tricks. This is a cycle mover. Spooky Cake performs some tricks with their shape-shifting tentacles. For 1 icy charge for a cycle move, Spooky Cake can skip to different moves if desired. They got makeshift pillow for 4 HP and to spit self in an ally. Carnivorous plant, which bites an opponent for 4 piercing. Frosting spray, which gives an opponent hypothermia for 3 turns. Ice Spy, which grants accurate and +1 power for 2 turns. Strange Food, which gives a mini crit charge and can be used on herself or allies. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Birthright. The maximum icing charges is increased 6, and 4 icing charges can be made for 7 FP.
Funny.
I'm comparing. Icing charges have like the same cost as energy, which imagine if LK could get 3 energy for 5 FP.
Oh lord, that would be terrifying.
Yeah,
Good
no.
God.
There's a reason. There's a reason I capped it at the super electric charge. Even that's already really good.
Yeah, for perspective, how much are they getting with these extra icing charges? Because I'm
Yeah,
seeing a fair bit of
consider
things.
they could do a fair bit of it. The main thing is that they generally have to spend more icing charges for their things compared to other characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, other energy characters, I suppose. You know, you got 2 here, one just to skip further into the cycle here, and then you can also have icing charges with 5 damage. You know, it makes sense on the character. Just yeah. Eden's blessing on
Yeah.
the note is the piping kit, which grants 3 icing charges instantly. Simple enough. And lastly, Final Smash. The cake is a lie. Spooky Cake says there's a normal
Photo
cake with a
reference.
stack of Holy Mantle. When attacked, Spooky Cake will capture the attacker for 3 turns and grant that attacker fast for 3 turns while capturing them. Once the 3 turns pass, the captured opponent is left with a stack of Terrify charge.
You know, I was questioning whether that be nerfing yourself, but then I realized that the fast kind of just is given to the captured opponent which you're controlling.
Yeah,
Yep.
It took me a
Yeah.
second, but I get
Maybe
it.
that's your choice. Wait, to you.
captured is quite the funny status.
Maybe a little bit.
However, this gets hard countered by a tasty tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. As for the character, I'd probably say B tier. That's some funny things I can do. I feel like a lot of time is going to be spent getting icing charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One big thing I'm seeing with this character is potential in Tricos, but even then, there's quite a few armored users you can be using.
Yeah. Just use King Bro, obviously. You definitely
True.
won't get him.
Be on my way to break into LK's private character collection that use King Bro. You never see it coming.
Next up, we have Twitch chat.
Oh my
This
god.
is a very
Chat
funny
made a moveset,
experiment.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so peak.
Rigged.
So, right. So, anyone can edit and add 20 words to the doc. Make sure to color code your text above before adding a submission, otherwise it won't count. Right.
So everyone
Passive.
added stuff.
Takes the move slot. Hype train. For every 100 coins gained, gain +1 power for 3 turns.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chat spam deals 4 damage. Helix Worship summons a 5 HP, 2 summon with Judgment as a special move. Deals 2 damage to
Doug,
anyone who
Doug?
targets him this, next, or last turn. So funny.
Maybe a
Doug
little
Doug.
My idea.
Doug Doug does not exist. Rigged. Novel.
This is so rigged.
It's so novel.
Backwards long jump. Twitch chat Bealo days off of something, gaining 2 fast charges. Shoutouts to Simple Flips.
Shout out.
Incredible.
Meat.
Trunko.
Meat watches you and is furious at your searches, bestowing their furious for 4 turns. Among Us. They get assigning one person to be the imposter. They get dodgy and crouched for 1 turn. Amazing. The
What's
up?
funny. Judging by your opponent's reactions, that was funny. They're going insane for 3 turns.
Whoa.
There's no birthright or final smash. There's just Eden's blessing.
Just
somehow.
a blessing.
Fog chip fogs every time you do something fog, and that starts killing something, activating steel chair and gaming.
That looks more like a birthright to me.
So I think it's safe to say that we should never let chat cook again.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a solid D tier on this one.
Any particular reason why D tier instead of just going full down?
You can do funny things with fast charge, and I don't know. I think this kind of makes a Monopoly card also just a power plus.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, huh, you're right.
It is good thing that my move specifically is the only thing preventing this thing from dying.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up we have Story Shift Kara. Accuracy is to be determined. So, passive.
One of the characters banned with
Kara
Gutsy
sets
ban.
them ready. They always dodge the first attack directed at them in every battle as long as they're at full HP. They cannot activate again for the rest of the fight once it does. The first attack hits anyway, despite the passive. They take 1 more damage to add it onto the damage dealt and gain 1 stack of off guard. Okay,
It is always going to be an upside. Who's using an accurate attack as their opener?
Yeah. Anyways,
The
Blurry.
Hammer meta.
This attack is a multi-target damage. It hits all foes for 3 damage. Funny.
Funny.
Stab
This-
deals 8 piercing damage and inflicts deep cut for 3 turns with 16 FP.
It's so
Okay.
worth it.
Probably.
God.
Now that I'm reading this again, I don't know why I oppose this being 16 FP. This is extremely funny.
Alright, dodge. Grants invisible for 1 turn and gets speed up for 2 turns with a 3-turn cooldown. Knife throw.
It's just in case you
deals
didn't think
8
you used
damage.
enough.
Let's see here. Birthright. If the Birthright is equipped, the passive allows 2 more dodges per battle, for a total of 3 with 1 Birthright. Birthright grants 2 extra dodges for each copy equipped to Starship Card. Birthright still applies the off-guard nerf mentioned in the passive. Okay,
Would this be worth it compared to a normal
filled
Pretty
with
Lucky or
mana
something?
machines.
That too. Huh. So anyways, I think the Eden Blessing is really good.
Stores 15 HP, but gives -2 defense for 2 turns. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Final attack. Grants huge for 2 turns and 10 HP recovery. After these are given, deals 3x3 damage and this basic. Okay,
Okay.
so basically it works out to be 5x3 with a 10 HP heal, and you get huge for 2 turns afterwards.
Funny.
So, pretty strong final smash.
Yeah. So I think the main downside for this character is that he guzzles way too many FP.
Yeah. Yeah, the FP costs are definitely very high on this one, though. I feel like it's mostly just stab right there.
Yeah,
The
but
other ones
even
are
then, all his costs, like, only dodge does not hit Fortune Fire range.
True.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, at least 6 or 7 is like the manageable kind of area. Stab is just its own beast.
Yeah, it's just that most of your badge setup is going to be FP restoration at that point.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't.
Like with Bowser, it's not that much of a problem because the opponent's going to be dying in the first few hits, but remember that stab is only 8 damage at the start.
Yeah. I'm feeling a B tier on this one.
Yeah, it can probably end the game quickly. It's just that if he doesn't end the game, he's kind of just screwed.
Yeah. Plus, that initial starting dodge can be very funny if TG's experience with nanomachines have shown anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very strong, but if you're only if you're willing to decost for them.
Next
Kinda like
up, we
Bowser.
have Whoa Adfly.
The funny thing is, I think LK mentioned he was going to do kits for the other WoW
If
editions.
people asked me to do them, I would have done them. Trunko was the only one who did, so here we are now.
I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do with low digits, so
I mean, fair enough. I think we ended up merging the universes at some point afterwards, so Whoa Digit kind of stopped existing.
Erased from the
Poor
timeline.
guy.
He's
Hold
just
on,
passing out, don't worry.
Alright, there you
the
go.
podcast takes. Anyways, yeah. First up, we got Stinger Strike, which is 1x3 and inflicting poison for 3 turns. Simple enough.
Yep. The classic Riot Shield.
Riot Shield, which is the same as the base Adfly. See a 3 HP shield with 1 defense. Base and bad checks gain +1 POW, and protects you from statuses like Electrified and Spikes. Right, and you also get a shield badge right away. While the
Yeah.
shield is up, Stinger Strike will have him throw the Riot Shield at the foe, dealing 5 damage, inflicting Dizzy for 2 turns, but also destroying the shield. Probably pretty good, because I don't imagine the shield is going to last too long anyways. But, yeah.
I imagine the armor spreader is probably pretty good in this case.
Yeah, armor spread is nice.
Yeah, because Blueberry and Shield usually takes 1 hit as is, and then he can just toss it at 1 HP.
Yeah. Anyways, next up we got Taking Flight. Grants Airborne for 3 turns, and while Airborne, Riot Shield's badge deals +1 damage. And ants related attacks gain an additional +1 pound on top of the existing boost. Stinger Strike will also pierce defense with this.
Particularly good, given it's a 1x3.
And then you have Under Arrest, which inflicts Arrested for 2 turns, and if using a boss instead, inflicts Apologetic. If the foe's poisoned, this move can't be dodged, and the status lasts for 1 additional turn. Pretty good, I imagine.
Poison? Yeah. They got criminal FP.
For 4 FP, Adfly may switch into his robber outfit for 3 turns. While he's wearing it, he gains several buffs. Unremovable Pickpocket. Stinger Strike inflicts bleed instead of poison. Riot Shield becomes a Smoke Bomb, which inflicts Dizzy on all foes for 3 turns. Airborne increases the Dizzy duration by 1 turn.
That is 5 FP, by the way.
Which steals 30 coins from a foe, or simply give them 30 coins, the foe has none. Steel Slice grants 10 additional coins per negative status on that foe.
Yeah, there's some particularly good stuff here. Mainly the Dizzy, because that is a 5 FP casting for all of the foes.
Yeah. Actually, no, it'd be 7 FP since it's
Oh,
on
wait.
Riot Shield, but yeah.
I mean, that's still 3 turns of Dizzy for everyone.
Yeah. 4 turns if you're airborne.
God.
Anyways,
The taser.
interesting. The Taser. Deals 2 piercing damage and paralyzes a foe for 1 turn.
I still can't get over the naming conventions of that doc.
Yeah, you know. I thought it was funny. Anyways, lastly, you get the Police Truck. Adfly drives a police truck onto the scene, which acts as a 15 HP, 1 def shield for Adfly that grants a space and badge tags +2 POW. If he so desires, he can choose to crash the vehicle into a foe, dealing 10 fire damage, inflicting burn for 3 turns, but doing so destroys the truck.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah. I assume Charles does the same thing.
Yes, he has the exact same effect listed for this one.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is the greatest play.
That's going to be a fun one when we get to him.
Yeah, Charles is a funny character. I like him.
Yeah.
I need to
Master will
update
let
that
one-
stock at some point.
Yeah, there have definitely been at least a few more vehicles since then.
Yeah.
Anyways, on the note, we'll add Fly wherever we want to put him.
I like him, and I think he's about on par with the original.
Alright, I believe the original got B
B?
tier, so I'm gonna put him here too.
There's stuff he can do with this one.
Yeah. He's got enough tools.
Yeah.
Lot of synergy between his moves.
It's always fun having some synergy stuff.
Yeah.
I like the character. I wonder how the rest of the world stuff would have ended like.
Yeah. Next
Yeah.
up, we've got Hat Kid. First time I looked at this character, I'm not sure if it was finished, so, yeah.
It wasn't, but now she is.
I remember when we were doing that original massive change note doc. We just banned Hat Kid until their moveset was done.
It's so true.
God. We should just
Anyways.
look through that one day and see what ended up changing.
Yeah. First up, we got Kid's Hat. Enables Hat Kid to title an enemy for 2 FP, then move as normal afterwards. Cool. Sprint Hat. Enables Hat Kid to use the Going Faster ability, in which she gains speed up for 3 turns. Brewing Hat. Enables Hat Kid to use the Brew Crew ability, when she throws a potion at 3 different targets for 3 projectile damage. Ice Hat. Inflicts Frostbite on all opponents for 1 turn. For 1 turn? Okay, alright.
Okay, so,
was it -1 def and -1 speed, let alone frostbite?
Oh!
Wow.
Anyways, Dweller's Mask. Enables Hat Kid to use the Sacrificial Flower ability, which inflicts Spirited onto a target for 2 turns. I forgot what Spirited does. Spirited. When you use a special move, the inflictor restores FP equal to half the cost. Ah, okay. Alright, that seems like it might be pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually worth it.
Yeah. Time's up Hat.
Unlike-
Inflicts slow for 4 turns.
That is 2 turns of immobilization. Eventually.
Yep.
Use double
Alright.
time for extra value.
Special Hat Trick. Hat Kid will use whatever special ability her currently equipped hat does. FP cost depends on hat equipped. Badge swap.
You
Hat
like
Kid will
the
swap
stable
badges on her
sort of
hats,
thing.
and can swap as many such as SKUs from the list below. Dear Lord. Swap up to 3 badges from the list below at its time and starts with the camera badge equipped. In table below, PT stands for per turn, as the badge is a passive one. Okay,
Yeah.
so each of these are just kind of new move badges for the most part.
Yeah.
Alright, so, camera badge, creates a 4 HP, 2 def, 0 power copy, with no special moves, 1 hit hero badge. Hat Kid will perish next time she's hit with an attack with a power greater than 0.
Amazing.
Let's see here. Projectile badge.
Average 20 guys
Hat Kid will fire a
gameplay.
laser shot from her umbrella, which deals 1/2/3 projectile damage to all enemies, depending on the FP spent. Compass badge, results status from a target with a positive negative, that should be 3 FP. Fast Hatter enables Hat Kid to use Hat Swap and then do another move afterwards. Hat Kid will still be able to pay the FP cost for both moves. Why is this 1 per turn?
Huh.
Weird.
On.
Anyways, Scooter badge. Only usable with the Sprint Hat. Hat Kid will bring out the scooter and deal 7 direct damage to a target. Peaceful Bridge. Hat Kid will do the dance and gain the Selfless status for 5 turns.
Selfless is the one that transfers
hold
your
on.
HP to someone, right?
Yeah, you lose 1 HP per turn, but Ally of the Inflictor's Choice restores 1 HP per turn. Alright.
It really
Yeah,
does
it's not
feel
that
like
great.
bleed, but it's a positive status.
Yeah. Hookshot badge. Hat Kid will grab onto an off-screen object and swing it to a target for 5 direct damage. Magnet badge. Hat Kid will attack for 2 projectile damage and steal 50 coins from the target. I guess Golden Hook kind of makes this. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, mirror badge. Hat Kid will gain the mirror status effect for 1 turn.
You know, main concern was how many options they get with this, but a lot of them just don't seem to be as impressive as they should be.
Yeah, they're not that great. You kind of get 3 of them at once, sure, but
A lot of them are damage effects. One of them just kills you instantly. One's overpriced.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure the dance is just never worth it.
Grist and Rip. Badge move. That kid will use one of the badge abilities she has equipped if it is not a passive badge ability. Oh my god, this takes up a different move slot.
Oh my god, it's just 2 moves! 2 moves for this!
This is my main gripe with this character. Why does she have to use 2 moves each for hats and badges?
Yeah, jeez.
Or Hat
Anyways,
Kid.
baseball bat. Hat kid will pull out a baseball bat and begin charging it. On the next turn, she'll swing at a target for 8 weapon damage.
That is better than a lot of their badge moves.
Yeah, dash jump is 3 damage with priority. Fun.
You know, the biggest strategy here is that while you can swap out badge swap, isn't that like one of the big gimmicks I've had in time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume. Aside from,
Clutching
hats, I
hats
guess.
and badges are kind of gimmicks.
But like, I think it's supposed to be a major one too, and you're kind of just incentivized to just not equip it. It's kind of sad.
Anyways, Birthright. Hatkid will return to the swap badges and then do another move on the same turn. Hatkid still needs to pay the FP price for both moves, though. So yeah, these here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
it's good.
And at the very least, this gives her a lot of options at once, just through badge swap into whatever one of these.
Yeah, but
But
like, what do you use with it?
yeah.
And bear in mind that oh wait, fast hat is with the hat specifically.
Oh wait. Yeah. Anyways, final smash. Hatkid will do Donner Parade after and get pursued by a group of Owl Band members. She, along with the 5 members of the Owl Band, will run into a target with 3 fixed direct damage. Target doesn't need to be the same for all members. Basically, 3 6 damage, with each damage part being able to target separately. Eden's Blessing. Uwu Mask. Hatkid will equip a mask and clicking neck onto a target of choice for 2 turns and heals Hatkid for 5 FP. I'm
Damn it,
fairly
Whip.
confident we have a item that does this already.
Cat cupcake, I think.
Wait, this is 5 HP. Okay, it's also Neko for 1 last turn. Yeah,
I'm
Hat
not sure
Kid.
on this character, and that is a shame because Hat Kid is like a pretty big name, I think.
Yeah, this feels like another C tier.
Yeah. I feel bad for saying this because like I don't know if Europe actually watches these or not, but
Yeah,
like some of these characters, man.
yeah.
I feel like I
It's a
want to
little
do
cookie
Hat Kid
crumble
justice.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Ew. Come on. Oh wait, next up is another BDX character. I was on a roll with these apparently.
I'm not even going to say it again. We already know what the thumbnail's going to be.
The Monkey Alchemist.
Funky.
So, yeah, first up, you got the Potion Throw, which is a multi-attack with negative priority and costs 3 FP.
So that is 2 FP over cost.
Yeah.
God.
So, yeah, you got the Banana Tree. Simple enough.
Yeah. We get the
And
upgrades.
now you got the Poison Potion. The Alchemist gains a new special move, Poison Potion. Inflicts poison on 3 foes for 3 turns. Pretty basic, but hey. If it
It's
works, it works.
debatably puts in work.
And then you got Faster Brewing, which makes Potion Throw no longer have negative priority.
Worth mentioning that it's still over cost.
Yeah.
I don't think that ever changes, by
You
the
get the
way.
Degradation Potion, which turns someone into paper, reducing its stats to 1 HP, 1 pound, 0 def, and disabling all of its special moves and passives.
So, debatably speaking, I think this ends up being worse for this like worse for the summoner when you do this, since assuming the whole summon slot thing, that's still technically the summon.
Yeah.
You're
But,
effectively just disabling it for the rest of the fight if you just
Yeah.
don't attack it.
I mean, depends on how you rule that, but yeah. On the note,
And like even then, it's still a
masterpiece.
3 FP summon
Degradation
insta-kill.
Degradation potion now turns summons into gold instead of paper, granting this player that defeats them 50 coins on the spot.
It is worth mentioning that you're doing this to summon insta-kill, essentially.
Yeah. And then lastly, diamonds. Diamond potion. Turns all enemy summons into diamonds, reducing their stats to 1 HP, 1 pound, 1 def, and making them have 100 coins when defeated. Perhaps more importantly, though, it also gives coin leech on all non-summon foes for 3 turns. 3 turn cooldown.
The main note is that if you're tier 5, okay, you're probably going to swap out at some point with Alchemist specifically, but this sets up your other allies well enough.
Yeah, coin leech is pretty nice. Especially if you have a, let's say, another BTDX tower with you.
Yeah, because mind you, this adds plus, it's essentially just an extra 10 damage to their coin counters every single time they hit one of these diamondized opponents.
Yep.
And also, mind you, this is extremely cheap to get to.
Yeah, it's one of the cheaper tier 5s, because, it's a little more on the niche side compared to other tier 5s, when it's kind of just coin gen and summon killing.
I'd argue summon killing is extremely good.
It is good, just, it's not... You could also just kill them with damage.
Also true.
Anyways,
I'm just saying, it can make the Coup Patrol paper.
Potent potions. Deals 3 damage to all foes and makes poison potion also hit all foes.
That makes the move good.
Let's see here. Next up, we got the Droopy Potion. Potion now creates a droopy burst of acid, dealing 1 damage to all foes twice after the initial hit.
It's a try attack.
Yeah. And then we have the Chemical Engineer. Potion throws acid burst now hits 4 times, but now stales. And Poison Potion now inflicts disease instead of poison.
Yeah, it is
you got the casual AoE diseased.
merely just a small inconvenience for the opponent.
Yeah.
It's not
On
like
the right
it's
path, you got some supportive options. You got the Health Off, both potion. The Alchemist can no longer be immobilized or lose access to his special moves. The Alchemist also gains a new special move in the Health Potion, which restores 3 HP and cures negative statuses. So basically, if you have an Alchemist on your team, say goodbye to all your negative statuses if you're going right path.
Yeah, that is really good in quite a few circumstances, I imagine.
Yep. The Boost Potion.
The only thing that I can't deal with...
fast for 1 turn, and it can be used alongside the Health Potion in 1 move. But they must be used on the same target, though.
Yeah, so this one's probably the best one.
Yeah.
It's cheap,
just watch
too.
your FP on the Alchemist.
Yeah.
And you have the Amp Potion. Grants fast and +1 efficiency to ally for 3 turns with a 3-turn cooldown for 8 FP.
The +1 efficiency is attack side off, but the fast, on the other hand...
I mean, hey, +1 F means you can use more moves while you're fast.
Yeah.
Cell is what you'd expect. And on the alt path, you have the Space Potions. The Space Potion deals 2 damage to a single foe and forces them to repeat their previous action, or restart their charge without charging a move. If they can't, they lose their turn. 2-turn cooldown for obvious reasons.
Maybe a little bit obvious.
Yeah. It's probably not the best move, but it's very funny, and it does work on bosses.
I declare you to roll 1 again.
Loopy Potion. Deals 2 damage to a foe, and if it defeats them, the foe bursts into a bunch of trippy hallucination, dealing damage to all foes equal to half their max HP. If this doesn't defeat the foe, instead inflicts insane for 3 turns.
Yeah, that is kind of very funny based on what you hit.
Yeah. It's if you do somehow manage to defeat a boss with the 2 damage, that's going to be a lot of damage to everyone else.
Like, at that point, it's just kind of a disrespect.
Yeah.
But, like, it's funny.
Then lastly, Helium Dreams. Loopy potions now create a small amount of hallucinations, even if they don't defeat the target, dealing 3 damage to the other foes. And if they do, they create way more hallucinations, dealing damage to other foes equal to their max HP. The alchemist also gains a new special move, Hallucinogenic Nightmare. Releases hallucinations from all foes, causing each of them to deal damage to all other foes equal to their own max HP. Any survivors receive hallucination red for 2 turns, to 5-turn cooldown.
You know, debatably speaking, this probably solos any of TG's EXE events.
Possibly. I will note,
Yeah, this-
Hallucinogenic Nightmare does not quite, it doesn't do quite... I will note this one in particular, that, against a solo boss, it would basically just be the hallucination red, since, there's no other foes for them to hit.
Yeah.
But, for full reference on hallucination red, this makes,
That makes
when
you
the
target
target
the
is
wrong
met, your
team,
moves target
right?
the wrong team. Yeah. So, and with red attacks, triggers when your action deals damage.
You know, I was going to joke about using this in the Fallen Gods fight, but I realized they target each other at some point.
Yeah. Anyways, Eden's Blessing is just +1 pound piercing for 3 turns, simple enough. Then the final smash, the Unstable Concoction. But the Alchemist throws a very special potion on the throne, inflicting them with radioactive for 5 turns. If they're defeated during that time, they explode, dealing 15 damage to all other foes.
Radioactive is a particularly potent status, but you're going to have to extend it somehow to really get use out of it.
Yeah. Either that or just throw it onto a summon and, funny.
Yeah, for perspective, the Totinator has a way to get this up for, like, 11 turns before he swaps forms.
Nice.
He does not screw around.
I can see that. Yeah, Alchemist I feel like isn't quite as strong as Ace or Buccaneer, but I'd say he's still pretty good overall.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rating
not
is an
as
A
game
and B
winning
tier
as
on
the
this
other
one.
ones, but they still have powerful stuff.
Yeah.
I'm feeling A tier just for honestly for the right path more than anything, because uh I mean first off passive armor torch on health potion, but also you gotta just make someone fast and +1 power forever if you really want to.
All potions tend to just do the same thing fast-wise. At the same time, you're just never going to be stopped from doing your thing.
Yep. So, you know. I could see A tier, I could see B tier. Either way works really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in A tier just because if nothing else, there's some funny things you can do on the alt path too.
Yeah. This is an odd name.
Is it
How do you say this?
Shunkui?
Chunky? Actually, yeah, no, that makes sense. So this is apparently one of Leylon's OCs?
Yeah.
This implies that one of Leylon's OCs made it onto the tier list before Leylon himself.
Yeah, funny how that works out.
Huh.
How many reworks does Leylon have, anyways?
It's like 5,
Like
I think.
3?
Is that more or less
I
than
didn't think it was that
Pentagon?
many.
Anyways, rollover. Deals 1 size scaling damage.
Yes.
Cold Embrace, HP plus 2 turns of Refrigerate. Simple enough. Icy Winds. Inflicts Frostbite to 3 foes for 3 turns. Frigid Rage. Deals 4 ice damage. Every ice status that exists on Chunky and the opponent deals +1 damage. Elemental Change is used. Oh wait, Elemental Changes doesn't exist anymore. Rip Bozo.
Yeah.
Anyways, Birthright. You misspelled that. Birthright. Frostbite applied by Chunky takes 2 hits to remove instead of 1, so,
That
yeah.
doubles the effectiveness of a not that good status.
Yeah, it's still not that great. It's something. Eden's Blessing is 3 HP and 1 stack of freeze charge. And Final Smash is 3 turns of Fridge Freezer and 4 HP and 4 FP healed up to all allies. These stages are able to be affected by any kind of damaging move. Oh, it's probably because Fridge Freezer, I think, isn't. Yeah,
I think Fridge Freezer
Fridge
is.
Freezer is all attacks, anyways. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it turns
Maybe
into
that's.
Frosty afterwards. And that's fully direct
Yeah.
attackers. Yeah. Yeah, this one ain't that great, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the most he got is, like, Cold Embrace into Rollover, you know?
Yeah, it's a low tier, I think.
I'm inclined to say I'm varying between C and D here.
I'm not sure what excuses this has for C tier. Hold on, do we have any justification for this one for C tier?
I mean, main thing I see is the Stealing attack plus Refrigerator, and then that's only +1 now, so, yeah.
Yeah, if that was a
Yeah.
try attack, this may be a different story, but it's not.
Yeah. Ew,
Into the
either-
tier goes, unfortunately.
Yeah, 3D tiers. Yeesh. Alright, next up we have Rough and Tumble.
The Chow duo.
It's a duo.
Yeah. Got the good old duo character. Let's see, you got 10 HP, 5 FP, 2 10 HP, 5 FP characters. Don't have with no minimum danger range, but they can spread between the stats however they like. Rough has 2 POW, Tumble starts with 0. They can both attack though. They share VP and badges, so certain badges have unique properties when equipped. Happy Heart / Flower will alternate between recovering between the two of them, yada yada. Sparking Star will also alternate, but Rough will always gain HP and Tumble will always gain EFP. Badges that directly increase power with no downside or conditions such as Power Plus, Contractor Plus, yada yada, alternate between giving to Rough and then Tumble, then Rough again, etc. Badges that do the same for Diff granted to both Chow. HP Plus and FP Plus will have their stat boost split evenly between the two, with Rough getting 1 extra HP and Tumble getting 1 extra HP. Life Extender, Clover Remnant, and Sacrifice only affect the stats of one Chow. Quality was to take 1 HP from Rough and 1 HP from Tumble. Did we delete that yet? I don't know if we deleted that yet. Either way, Tumble always moves
Yeah,
before
we
Rough.
deleted.
He's a speed type.
Let me.
Anyways,
Oh,
Rough.
Sparking Star still exists, I think.
No, Sparking Star definitely still exists. It's Quality Boost I wasn't sure about.
Oh, yeah, I think Quality Booster still exists too.
Yeah. I know it's one I marked for deletion at some point.
What's your problem with it again?
Mostly, this thing is never going to be better than a sacrifice. I said only exists to kind of be funny in low-level fights.
Yeah, I think its only real niche is equipping it so you can equip Cybernetics on level 1.
Yeah.
Which, that is not something you want to be pay to win.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, Rough has Wind Up Punch for 1 turn charge to 8 damage. Fire Breath for 2 damage that bypasses shields and inflicts soft burn for 5 turns. Radio. Someone's a radio with 5 HP and 0 def and counts as a summon. It pumps up Tumble, giving him courage until the radio is destroyed. Water Candle does nothing to this though.
It's short
Let's see
circuit
here.
from the next one.
Nap time. Rough takes a nap becoming sleepy for 3 turns, but also gains super HP region during that time. And +3 build up. Tumble can make Rough up early for free, but doing so will turn the remaining super HP region into regular HP region. This also happens if Rough is waking up from an attack, or if status plus extends it beyond 3 turns of Sleepy. Sleepy ignores all immunities and status reduction, including Feeling Fine and Armor Torch Cell. There. You also have Strong Fruit, which is 5 HP, heal and +1 power for 3 turns. Neat. On Tumble's side, you have inflicting Dizzy for 4 turns, but Tumble becomes downed, which ignores all immunities and status reduction, yada yada. Chiron gives a friend an extra turn. TV. Tumble deploys a boxy television with a screen directed at the enemy team. This casts a 7 HP shield and protects both Tumble and Rough at the same time. Note this will not fix Ruff's radio if it's on the field. And then lastly, you got Height, which rains fast for 3 turns, but also strained. Ruff can calm back down early for no extra cost and feels Ruff Temple's right to overexert himself, removing both statuses at once. And then you got the Tasty Fruit, which grants 4 FP and plus 2 efficiency for 3 turns. Alright. Then you got a Fruit Tree, which plants seeds at the start of battle, but grows into a fruit tree after 4 turns. After that, the pair gains 1 garden fruit every 2 turns, which can be used as an item to heal 2 HP and 2 FP to a single target. Seems neat. Feast. Ruff and Double gather up as many fruit as they can, but in everyone's field, eat to their heart's content. And even over with the fight. Destroy 7 HP and 7 FP to all, and click stuffed on all enemies for 4 turns. While the Ruff or Tumbo are defeated when the final smash is used, they're also revived with as though 7 HP and 7 FP. So, yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah, that is a potential revival. With that gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice duo character.
So the main note about duo
Notice
characters is that
everything.
the fact that they both get the badges, it helps them out a fair bit.
Yeah, also worth noting, TV, probably decent to help Ruff heal with nap time.
Yeah, I feel like there's
Oh,
one
yeah.
other note too. They both hold the same soul stone you bring into the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I assume only one of them gets to use it, though, right? Like, I don't...
I think both get to use it. Hold on, let me see. Let me look at the fight with these two.
And I don't
I
think
feel like that
I
would
don't
only
think it's
be like one of
explicitly mentioned, but I feel like it'd be very, very dumb if they both got to use it.
Oh, I'm looking this up. We're finding this out today.
I'm just saying, on Swap Fuzzy Dice, they could either of them can use it, but they can't both use it at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Hold on.
like you could have
Okay,
either do
I got
it,
the
but
answer.
like it does use one chart. So
Okay, if I can get you to look at this turn real quick. Oh, let me get this. Let me go back to the podcast text because I got this from a fight you hosted. Look at Up and Tumble.
let's see here. Ah,
I guess I love not having access to the link.
it's Code Coliseum. Let's see here. Okay,
You might want to. I'm gonna go up a bit to see
hold
if I
on,
can find.
looking at the
Oh,
turn, looks like I see ready on both of them, but from what I can tell, and on the actual
I think
turn,
only one of them uses it because like they need the items immediately, and we
yeah.
can't really see the effects because the two just die immediately.
Oops. The point is, I think it'd be dumb if they could both use them individually.
I know. We don't even get to know. They just kind of die. But I do think this does open up that one problem of the kind of flail.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this fight, you guys really did not bother to heal that much.
This wasn't a fight.
Just because they're duo character, they have less HP.
Yeah, they're pretty frail, but also having two of them is nice. So you know,
Yeah.
they also have
There's potential
a
here,
different
but
badge gimmick than the swap fuzzy dice, which yeah, it makes them interesting in that regard. Yeah, I'm not sure where to put them. Feels like it could go anywhere, just because the dual gimmick is very it does a lot of things for them.
I think the main note is
Auxiliary
that same problems with Pokeball mainly, and that's my main concern.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna dump them in B tier for now because I'm not entirely sure what to make of the gimmick.
Yeah. That sounds like
And
a
none,
fair
and none of their moves
placement.
are especially impressive, though it is nice if you're getting to do multiple of them per turn. Just beware of AoEs, you know?
Yeah.
Next up is Alia, who got reworked like a few days ago.
Well,
Nice.
Darky's
Wait
gonna
for
be
the
seeing which
senator.
of this we work immediately.
Anyways, Lucas, I'm pretty sure you were there when I went over this, or maybe it was Pencil, either way. I'm gonna go to
I
the
think
bathroom
I
real fast.
was, like, kind of. But I know who this was. The gimmick is very confusing.
Mhm.
Not actually like, confusing, but like, meh.
So, from what I'm seeing, whenever an opponent gets killed, their soul becomes her? Like, did it just become the character? What? The wording's confusing me.
Broken English. She
Oh,
just gets it
right.
as an extra resource.
Oh. So, how much do the souls do here? Because, if you only get it off of the opponents dying,
I think they're supposed to be very strong.
yeah, let's, see what these moves have to offer. Also, I do... Wait. Okay, so is that...
Yes.
What? Oh, okay. I thought my mic was... something was going on. Is that okay saying anything?
I don't hear them.
I don't hear anything either.
Odd.
Oh, okay, went to the bathroom.
Ah, I see.
Let's remove more road spikes.
Good.
By the way, to answer your question, Trunko, souls don't actually really do too much. She uses them in Spirit Region to heal herself, and Bad Mad Scythe to do more damage, and I think that's
Yeah,
it.
running back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The soul collection gimmick I feel could have used a bit more now that you're explaining it to me.
Yeah, it's basically just, if you kill something, you get a special resource, which you can use on a couple of moves, which helps, but not that much, honestly.
Hmm. It,
At least
it,
not. Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense because, like, you can't really guarantee you're going to get a soul in a given match, because sometimes there just might not be any summons or extra enemies for you to kill,
yeah.
And, phantom waving your own ally summons isn't always ideal either.
Can you even do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it explicitly says you can.
bye bye, digits.
No!
Anyways, yeah. Soul Lockdown is Shiver for 3 turns and Accurate Alia for 2 turns. Honestly, not that great, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Murderous Tension inflicts -2 death to all foes and allies for the remainder of the turn and is incompatible with Status Plus, but for every target that got the -2 death, you get +1 charge.
That is +5 charge immediately, but here's the thing. Your allies will hate you if you do this.
Yeah. Also, it'd be +4 charge unless there's more than one opponent, since I'm pretty sure Alia herself doesn't get one.
Okay, but consider. What if you put down a summon?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, it's an allies too. Goodness.
Yeah.
Anyways, Spirit Regen. You can exchange souls for 4 HP and 4 FP.
I guess this is the only way to redeem these.
Well, there's one more. Mad Scythe. Charges up for 1 turn that deals 6 damage. You can charge up for more turn, add +2 damage for each turn of charge, or it can use up 1 soul to add +5 damage.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Definitely not bad.
It's pretty strong. Just again, you might just not get to do anything with it, and also this only occurs after a charge turn.
Yeah.
Also, you still have to charge up for at least 1 turn, even with ready up, though. That also just ups the damage by 2. So yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's Repel Seal, which is basically a 1-hit counter on anything that sticks around from between multiple turns.
Neat.
Anyways, Birthright. If Alia is the one who kills an opponent, their HP can drop under 0 for the duration of this turn and next. For every HP under 0, Alia gains an execution point, which can be spent on the following. Which, yeah. I don't know why you'd bother getting some of these, but, they have some decent
It
buffs.
feels like
attached to them.
bullying.
Yeah.
So I did want to point out that because of the 1000 EXP thing, I think Derby has something special for if you actually get to that point.
Probably. That's it.
I wonder what happened.
Ali is a private character, so
Alright, we gotta go break into Derby's office to grab it. Let's go, everyone. Go, go, go.
Private character.
Eden's
That's
Blessing. 5
exactly
HP, 0 power
cardboard
summon that
box.
grants Alia +1 def, and when it's destroyed, Alia gets a mini crit charge. And lastly, the final smash. Get a transformation that gives dangerous and speed up until the transformation ends, which happens when you take 12 damage. When this happens, it stuns the opponent for 1 turn. So yeah, speed up plus dangerous. Kind of funny.
Maybe a little bit.
Alright. Where do you want to put Alia?
I mean, I see what you can do with it.
Yeah. There's some stuff that's alright here. Just, theoretically, the Soul Collection can be pretty potent. Just, it varies a lot based on who you're fighting.
Yeah. Worth mentioning that this one move, the one move where you can take ally summons souls, is that you have to use 7 FP to execute it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh.
I am kind of inclined to think it feels like we put a lot of characters in B tier today, but I don't know. That just feels like where it's gonna go for this one.
Yeah, that's probably
Who
fair.
are we? Battle of Views?
Yeah, I don't know. Just none of the stuff is all that impressive, but there's sometimes the Soul Collection can do interesting things, and also Repel Seal is probably funny on the right target.
Yeah. Alright, who posted baller in the chat?
Yes, that would be our
Falling?
Come on.
Oh my goodness, Roblox falling.
Right, so, gimmick. Waller is high speed. For casting when they level up HP, they don't actually level up HP, they instead gain permanent speed up rather than 5, which also grants +2 spots instead of +5 spots. Upgrading HP at this can have this rise up all the way to 5 with enough HP upgrades.
Okay, no, hold on. How did we let this get through?
Let's see here.
For perspective, folks, that is a good jump scare.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You really just need to spend 1 HP upgrade, and you're basically just set. You go first in everything. What are your opponents supposed to do?
Well, let's see here. You got Dodgeballer, which is 4 priority damage. Speed up version of this move is if that's 4 spots or more, Baller gets to move again this turn, but this move costs another 2 FP. Triple
So
Throw
you
is
begin
Tri
to
Attack.
4.
Baller up is +2 pow and dodgy for 2 turns each. Mega Sphere is 7 damage. Baller Madness is all of Baller's moves can hit 1 extra time. However, not only do you need to pay the FP cost of that move again, though only half of what it was before, the last hit does half damage no matter what. Can't go below 0 though.
Will
Plus,
mention, with how
plus,
specific it is, does this technically mean that the Tri Attack, only the last hit will be hit with that?
yeah, I imagine.
That is a mostly downside with Hex Attack.
No, I think it's only +1 hit though.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Anyways, Spiky Ball. It's +2 pow and fast. Um, huh. How did this get
It is
through?
the rest of the battle, by the way.
Hold on, I need to check something.
So not only did we let this character get speed up, we let them have this.
Let's see. Where's it?
So by the way, I did check. LK did bounce us, I think. So.
Luigi Kirby!
Oh, also Trunko, you were there apparently.
Wait, I was? Have we never... Did
I
we
don't know
ever
if I'm
post a
looking
note
at
for
the right
this?
dollar, but
No, we're going to where the balancing board was.
drug.
Hmm.
Alright, so, Lucas, from what it seems... Wait, hold on, this is way too early. Hold on, let's go down a little bit, see if I can find it. No, that's still not right. Where is it?
I'm looking at January 26th. That one.
We're gonna find this.
Hang on. I'll
Oh my
post it.
god, we actually just let this through in its normal state?
Trunko.
Yeah, no, we all looked at this, and we never put anything in the change notes. Nor did we cover the final smash.
We found Gurk's new disguise.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like this guy we might have just been speed running at the time.
God.
Yeah, so I feel like this probably goes into band here.
Yeah, take it out back and ban it.
Yeah. Roman
Alright.
band here.
Didn't think we were gonna get another one of these, but here we are.
So, what tier would this guy would have gotten if we didn't ban him?
Uh, okay, as funny as the Gurk jump scare is, I don't entirely know how much he can necessarily take advantage of it. Like, he does have the Tri Attack here, but he doesn't quite have anything as stupid as Gurk did before, so,
Yeah, it's
Probably
fair.
be
I
S,
think the main
probably
thing
be
I'm
S tier at least
seeing...
for PvP, but I question the viability in bosses.
Yeah, the main thing I'm seeing is that he wins on... he usually just gets his win count on turn 6 due to the final smash.
Yeah, the final smash
There's not much you can do to
definitely needs
stop
be
a
nerfed.
priority fast +2 POW.
Yeah. In normal fights, it'd be more reasonable, especially since the speed up really doesn't help you. In fact, I honestly debate that it hurts you more in boss fights. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just perplexed on why it's so easy to get.
yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, my next one is a real classic. I got Necromancer.
Pain and
Oh, yeah, the first of the
suffering.
Depths of Hell characters. I don't actually think this one comes from the Depths of Hell. I think this one's pretty cool.
It's Mechamancer.
Yeah. Currently doing things in Battle Party. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might not like Seneko Sagas, but this character's cool.
Anyways, you got
I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen Velcro actually use the Neko move, and I find that funny given what contest this was made for.
yeah. Anyways, Soul Scythe. Deals 4 piercing damage, removes a buff of choice on a target. Or charge for 1 turn to deal 6 piercing damage, removes all buffs on the target. Simple enough.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Undead Assistance. The rise is defeated on someone onto Necromancer's side and replaces their special attack, if any, with one that inflicts Neko on a target. Summons have been frightened off are not valid targets for this move. If no summons are available for this move target, then any of the following may be summoned. Only one of each company may be summoned at a time, walking will still work on as intended. You got Rival with 311, Fido with 510, and Varisha with 420.
I think Burrita's the best one.
Yeah, the other two are a bit below cost.
Rival at least has the one small niche of being able to work with Necromancer if they get items on the same turn.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Curse of Cat.
Oh wait, hold on. There's one other note I wanted to make. Given the experience I've had in the corn maze, that Undead Assistance move is actually very potent if in the right conditions.
Yeah, it can revive
confirm.
other people's summons with that, yeah.
Yeah, it has saved them it got them to the 30s at the very, like, to 430 at the least.
Yeah.
This is Necromancer.
Anyways, Curse of Cat inflicts 3 turns of poison and Neko.
This is
It's
not
a move, all
Necromancer.
It is the move of all
Anyways,
time.
Soul Cannon. Instantly take a friendly summon off the board and deal 3 plus X damage to the target, where X is the current HP of the selected summon.
Okay, this is a move I actually like a lot.
Yeah.
In the right conditions, that is very deadly.
This is probably the best
Oh,
use for
yeah.
Fido as well.
Alright, Fido,
Also
your
HP plus
time has
speed.
come! Rolls the
Also
soul cannon
HP
with
plus
Fido. Alright, so hear me out. We give Digit 3 HP pluses with 3 birthrights, and then we transfer their ownership over to Necromancer.
Well, it doesn't even have to be
Oh,
Necromancer.
God.
This has to be a friendly summon.
Oh! Well, bye bye,
So,
Digit.
you don't even need to transfer.
Yeah. Heck, I mean, even if you did, you could still just revive them with Undead Assistance.
Digit is now a cat.
Anyways, Better Off Undead. Each summon that is summoned by Necromancer has +1 of either power, death when revived. Now work on Rival Fighter or Varisha.
Debatably. Oh, wait, actually, no, never mind.
It
That
kinda
is.
sucks.
Eden's Blessing. Instantly destroys an opposing summon and revives it on Necromancer's side. One time use, only 1 copy at a time. I would assume one time use implies that, but sure.
This is debatably an extremely stupid Eden's Blessing.
Potentially, yeah.
The
I assume
immediate-
that's why it's single use.
Then the final smash.
Yeah. Oh, this is just. We've definitely had
That's
fun
simple.
with this.
It still has uses, to be fair.
Yeah,
Swap
no,
Zip
it's
Bomb
definitely
plus
still
plus
good. Just,
computer.
we also have Jetstream Sam and Swap Zip Bomb with, just objectively better versions of this.
Yeah.
Also, funny interactions here. Anyways,
How's life, guys?
Necromancer.
Cool.
Honestly,
You know, there is surprisingly some good stuff if you actually have the characters for it. Because
yeah, you
it's
have
kind of
to
synergy
build around
dependent.
it a bit, but you can definitely do some funny things between Undead
Yeah.
Assistance and Soul Cannon and whatnot.
I think it's generally worth noted that there's no specifications on Undead Assistance. It just has to be defeated.
Yeah.
You can do some.
So if
funny
an ally
stuff.
has a very high HP summon dying and you want to use it for something else,
Yeah. A high HP summon, you say? Hello.
Oh no!
Good old the Mega.
I hate that this works. And you only have to replace one move for Neko too, I think.
I would assume, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Okay, shit, this character has spice.
yeah. I'd rate it between A and B because, like, I feel like this character is one where, like, definitely can do a lot of stuff. But a lot of stuff you do have to build around. So I feel like the character at base doesn't necessarily have the most stuff.
And Queen B, because while it can absolutely nuke your ship with a soul cannon, yeah, it needs a team comp for it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Soul Cannon is good. Soul Scythe can be funny. It's occasionally, buff removal
Yeah.
is always funny.
I
But
would just
yeah,
go
B tier
B
seems
tier, I
fine. You got
guess.
two Scythe wielders right next to each other.
Nice.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Next up, we got Nico.
There's
Eh,
Huh.
cool.
oh, scroll down for
Uh,
images. This is
Alright,
the one
so,
shot guy.
You know, but for one of the more popular characters, this is huh.
Oh, this is one
Hmm.
of Darby's like first movesets, I think.
Bear in mind that it always starts at level 8. This will totally be followed.
I feel like Jet Vacuum was not meant to be 3x4 damage.
Wait, what?
You've heard of quad
Hold
attack.
on,
Now get ready
let
for
me
quad
look at the
attack
change
3.
log.
I think we should throw
Um,
this in band tier.
Okay, so yeah, this goes into band tier. I told him Jet Vacuum is not supposed to be 3 damage twice, they have 2 damage 4 times. AK 3x2, not 3x4.
This is so sad.
When I was looking at the character, I never noticed the damage numbers. How?
Yeah, well, into band tier you go. The
Okay,
rest
no,
of the
I
move
take
doesn't
everything back. No, keep that thing out.
even even if it wasn't in band tier, honestly, probably wouldn't even be that good. Like, say this is a 3x2. What else does this character have?
Yeah. He could use a better speaker, probably. But anyways,
Alright.
next character is probably the best one ever conceived. The Penguin Push GIF.
Alright,
Yo.
alright.
Just
How
open.
long do you wanna let the gift? How long are you doing the bit for? Alright.
So you see that? That is a very powerful move right there. It instantly kills any target you use it on.
This truly is a
So,
penguin
I
penguin
concluded,
push
I
from dog shit from this gift
think-
moment.
If you want to find the dog further, I think it's encoded in the GIF somehow. This is just the
I think we need to
advertiser.
give Penguin Push GIF its own tier above Triple S.
Right. So we're gonna have to go find the doc for that later. We're gonna need our best encoders on hand for this.
I don't know if it's feasible.
But anyways, I suppose we should be moving on.
By the way, like the last 4 characters, including Penguin Push, haven't had tags.
Yeah.
That's because I don't think I can apply any to them.
Right, so,
Anyway.
DX Monkey Apprentice is a magic character.
I
Doesn't have
guess
TP, but
Necromancer
does have
counts
magic
under
badges.
perishable summons because Soul Cannon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I like the one he gave Penguin Push.
Oh, yeah.
He's so
Yo!
cool. Okay, Monkey Apprentice. It's another tower.
Yeah, so, Magic Bolt deals 2 magic damage. This technically makes it on cost at base.
Is it just
Also,
me or
the
did
Magic
Elk's
Bolt doesn't
microphone
really
go
get
out?
upgraded all too much, so, eh.
So do we have a bingo spot for this one?
Yes.
Sweet. How are we doing on
Anyways.
that?
Not bad.
Got the banana tree.
Yeah, though, if
and
you're
it
talking
got
LK, we can't
upgraded.
hear you.
LK's trying to scream at us and he's just
So yeah, you got fire. First up, you got Fireball, which grants a new Fireball special move, which inflicts soft burn, burn, or Hellfire for 3 turns.
I wonder if the load spikes I put in the front had anything to do with this.
Ah, the roll spikes.
Anyways,
Oh,
next
yeah.
up, you got Lightning Ring, which deals
They
2
strike
electric
when
damage
you
to all
least
foes,
expect
but
it.
becomes piercing at 3 magic or higher. Move has a 4-turn cooldown, but the cooldown is reduced by 1 turn point of magic the apprentice has. So it's actually a 3-turn cooldown at base, but anyways.
Judging by the fact that he's going down, I think he can't hear us either.
I can hear you guys just fine. You guys just aren't listening.
That's
Oh,
worrying.
is my mic not working? I think. Alright. Not sure what causes this, but Is OBS picking up? OBS is picking up my mic just fine. Testing. Okay.
Can you hear us? How many?
Yeah, we
how many
can
hears?
I could hear you guys just fine. Just the mic was not working apparently.
Yeah, I do. I thought you couldn't hear us because we were going on about how you couldn't hear us.
I could hear you. It just I was trying to do the character. I didn't. I thought you guys were still going on about the penguin push gift or something.
I mean, to be fair,
No,
that
we
is
talked
a
about
really
that a
good
while ago.
character.
Okay. Anyways, let's start over with this one. Monkey Apprentice. This is a BTX tower that is also a magic character. He doesn't have
Oh
TP,
joy! How
thankfully,
fun!
but he does still have the magic badges that don't relate to that, which is a fair amount of them.
He gets 2 separate personalized badge sets. Write that down,
Yeah.
kids.
It's pretty nice.
Got a lot to learn if you want to use the wizard.
Anyways, you got the
Someday
magic
I'm
bolt,
going to
which
make a
is
BTX
noticeably
tower that
on
uses
cost
every
compared to the
special.
other BTX towers. The 3 because it is 3 damage base.
Oh yeah, that
This
is.
is a first image and a half.
Huh.
That's
The
so
main thing is
cool.
that the base magic bolt doesn't ever really get upgraded. The apprentice just kind of gets more
Oh yeah,
stuff.
it usually gets more.
Yeah.
On
I
the note,
see.
Fireball and Lightning Ring are both neat things that upgrade based on your magic.
Oh, nice.
Neither of them are super amazing at 1 magic, but they both get pretty nice when you have more. Especially
I can
when you
imagine.
have, especially at 3 magic. That Hellfire for 3 turns is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Just grab a bunch of nice badges or something.
Dragon's Breath on the left path. 1x5 magic scaling damage for 3 FP. Pretty good. Phoenix Breath gives a +1 hit and piercing defense.
Hmm.
And then summon Phoenix. The apprentice summons the almighty Phoenix, a 10 HP, 2 POW, 2 mag summon with permanent airborne. It can use Phoenix Breath for 1 FP and lasts for 3 turns before fading on its own. Return cooldown after the Phoenix disappears or is defeated.
Sounds about right.
That is definitely solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since it's got the Phoenix Breath is effectively let's see here. I believe the calcs work out to be 3x6 magic fire or 3x6 piercing fire. So yeah, at base.
Wow.
Could it even equip magic plus P?
Yeah.
Oh joy! Does
Oh,
magic plus P
boy.
exist?
Yeah.
Rude.
It's not. It's more for. It's very specific to certain characters. White Ribbon appreciates it a lot, but yeah,
My
Magic plus P is a
God.
thing that exists.
White women will be so proud.
Anyways, on the middle path, you got the Necromancer. The Monkey Apprentice gains a new resource called Grave Points, which he gains 1 of every point of damage dealt to a foe by anyone on his team, rather than just himself.
I feel like
Additionally,
it's
when a foe
worth.
dies, it gets 5 bonus DP. Up to 100 DP get held at any given time, and the apprentice gains a new special move, Skeleton Summon. The apprentice summons a skeleton, which has 5 HP, 1 pound, 0 death. Lasts for 3 turns plus 1 free point. The apprentice has no limit amount of skeletons the apprentice can have at once, and this move does not use the apprentice's turn.
It's probably still isn't the best, given the fact that you have to wait quite a bit to actually get your skeletons out. 20 damage is a fair bit, probably. But,
Yeah.
they
True,
do
but
stuff.
also getting just free summons.
Yeah, they do stuff at least.
Yeah, and the summons can help you get more summons.
You want summons on top of your
Oh,
summons.
yeah.
On a note, Army of Darkness. The Apprentice's GP gain is doubled. The Apprentice gains a new special move, the Skeleton Knight Summon. The Apprentice summons a Skeleton Knight, which has 6 HP, 2 power, and 1 death. It lasts for 4 turns and +1 for each point of magic the Apprentice has. Otherwise, it functions the same as a skeleton.
You know, and have you guys ever realized how much of a tax write-off magic up defense power down is?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably gonna like cap those at 1 stack each, because yikes.
Please do. I feel like most setups I would run on a magic character would probably be like 3 of those.
Well, yeah, that's because you play lame.
But it's the 2 BP upgrades to hit most of those ranges. What the
play
hell do
lame.
you want?
Anyways, Reapers. The Apprentice passively gains 10 GP a turn. The Apprentice gains a new special move, Angel of Death. The Apprentice summons Angel of Death, has 8 HP, 2 piercing, town, and 1 death. Lasts for 5 turns, +1, then point for each point of magic the Apprentice has. Its power is also increased by the Apprentice's match when summoned.
As I would say.
Yeah, the Angel of Death is pretty good.
That is 80 grade points, though.
Yeah. But, you know, you're also getting 10 per turn, so it's, you can get these guys.
Every 8 turns, so.
Oh, I imagine it'd be at least a little faster than that.
You never know, okay? You could be fighting the Golden Heavy.
Well, then just hit him with the just hit him with the piercing lightning ring. Obviously.
But you told me not to play lame.
Being piercing with the lightning ring isn't playing lame. Anyways, Whirlwind. Gains a new special move, Whirlwind. It inflicts dizzy for 2+ match turns, with a cooldown of 3 turns, -1 per point of magic, yes. Pretty, honestly not that great at this point, but Tempest Tornado makes it deal 1 magic damage and hit 3 foes, which makes it a bit better, I would say.
Boss creators hate him. Learn how this wizard destroyed the boss metagame in 3 easy steps.
And then you have Thunderstorm. Grants a new special move, the Storm Cloud. It's a 8 HP summon with 1 piercing power and now in 3 magic with permanent fast and access to Lightning Ring and Tempest Tornado. It only lasts for 2 turns though. 4-turn cooldown after the Storm Cloud fades or is defeated.
Amazing.
Yeah,
let's go down to the
can
alt
do a
path.
lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, then you got Cell, then you have the alt path. The Adept Wizard.
Oh boy.
The Apprentice gains a new special resource called Mana Points, which uses 1 of at the end of each turn, or can choose to restore in place of FP when using Appeal. It can hold up to 5. MP can use in addition to or in place of FP as the Apprentice sees fit. The Apprentice gains a new special move, Magic Burst. Does 1 magic damage to all foes, but hits 1 extra time for each point of MP the Apprentice has. The damage, however, will
I'll just
scale.
got the Apprentice banned from something. Oh, what did I get off again?
If I were to guess, Tick Booster.
Oh, I'm looking at badge bans real quick. Monkey Apprentice plus Flower Power. Oh, that's the next thing.
Ah. Oh yeah, since he can just use it in place of FP, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, Arcane Wizard. The Apprentice can hold up to 8 MP and Magic Burst now deals +1 damage.
Odin?
Simple enough, but also that becomes 1x8 AoE magic stealing. So yeah. And then Pop Elemental. The Apprentice can now hold up to 10 MP and restores 2 per turn instead of 1. Magic Burst Stealing no longer goes below 2 damage if started at or above 2, and the Apprentice gains a new special move, Limit Breaker. The Apprentice restores 10 MP, which can exceed his maximum, and gains +2 mag for 3 turns. 4-turn cooldown.
The implication of this one is obvious.
Oh god.
Yeah,
For the low cost of
3+2 magic.
18 FP and all the MP you have. That is
theoretically, this is like
1x20 to all those.
yeah. 3x20 scaling it since it also comes with the match boost.
Uh,
Or well, 4x20
3x
actually, since yeah.
yeah, this
No,
will
wait,
be a
5x20 because
3x20.
the magic boost. Oh wait, actually no, oh yeah, no, you get a lot of upgrades on the off path, huh? This
Huh.
costs 900 coins for a reason. The pop elemental is this cracked in BTX too.
Yeah. You know, if I remember this existed, this could have debatably been in the damage record instead of Dartling.
Yeah, I think this does hit less times though.
Fish and Village.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, this could have
Yeah.
worked. Just I'm not. Would you get enough coins for this? This is a lot of coins. I'm sure you could figure
Wait,
something out.
actually, now you mention it, I've been using, like, Dartling was the main thing doing all the damage. I had Gurk constantly supplying the village with coins so it can actually get to the fishing village in time.
Ah, right.
I never upgraded it because I didn't want to kill Kingbro too quickly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In any case, yeah. Even spicing is simple enough, just +1 match for 5 turns. It helps.
Yeah.
And in the final
Simple.
smash, the Wizard Lord. The apprentice becomes the Wizard Lord. With this power, he permanently gains access to every upgrade except for the All Path, because no, fuck you. And all their related special moves. However, this power comes with a price. Each turn the Wizard Lord is active, all allies take 3 fixed recoil damage. If all the Wizard Lord's allies are defeated, and the Wizard Lord can no longer sustain itself and is defeated as well. 2 other banana trees do count as allies, so you can't sustain yourself with banana trees if you keep putting them down, though. Good luck with that.
Ooh, banana.
Yeah, so this is kind of unusable in 1v1s, but anywhere else it's kind of cooking.
Yeah.
The three,
Is this
the
debatably
three
really
fixed
good with
recoil,
Final Smash Meta?
the 3 fixed recoil damage definitely sucks, but you also do get access to I think the most notable thing is getting access to the Phoenix alongside the grave points of the middle path. The Phoenix could
Yeah.
easily get you enough grave points to summon angels of death and stuff.
Honestly, Wizard
Or
as
both
your
of the
main in a
abilities.
partner fight.
Yeah. Could be pretty good in a partner
Because
fight where you
you're
can just switch
technically
in
getting
as
tier
partner.
5 too. You can use the maxed badges for your stat buffs.
Yeah. Yeah, Wizard Lord is I couldn't I really had no choice but to do the Wizard Lord for the final smash. It just is just such a cool thing from beating D5, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Someone tried making a character out of this at some point, I think.
Yeah, and it wasn't that great. Uh, we'll get to that though, I think.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know if we actually put that on the CHR sheet.
I think so.
Yeah, no, I don't see the Wizard Lord on here, so
Huh.
alright. Probably for the best. It was a supernova character, which yeah. In any case, Wizard.
He gets a lot of options, but I feel like it's worth noting that unlike the other Beats DX characters, these are in the form of moves rather than like buffing one move up a lot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
generally I would say that does result in him being a bit weaker in that regard, though he does have access to magic to help offset that.
Yeah. But how much do we think it hinders it? Because like it's still a BTDX tower.
Yeah. I would say it's probably A tier, like the Alchemist.
I agree with that.
If
Yeah,
nothing
sure.
else, it still has the limit break funny.
That doesn't quite reach the sheer levels of insanity, just because I have to spend more FP and stuff. But it's still pretty solid overall.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's the last BTDX tower for a while. Do we want to continue or?
Yeah, there's a couple more coming up in a while, but that won't be for a little while. Got Dartling in here, Factory there. Yeah. But yeah, that feels like a good place to stop. It's 9:30 and stuff, so
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll see you all next time when we look at some more characters that include some paradoxes in time. Don't know how those got in here, but hey. Hey, save license.
Only in the
Great.
simulation.
Thank you.
See you next time.